Hello. Or Nonin, whichever comes first. Already forgot. But Noni, we are here, and hello. Something different today from Genshin. Yeah, indeed, Nonin. And hey, thank you for the sub, Sok again. My man. And hello, Korpu. Yeah, today, not Genshin, but Slay the Spire 2 Electric Spiraloo, which is the early access continuation second part of Slay the Spire 1. That is why it's called Slay the Spire 2, I guess. But yeah, I only knew about like the idea of Slay the Spire and like the basic gist of it, but never really played it myself, neither the video game or the board game. But still I ended up buying this, and I have played a few hours or a few runs, and it seems great. I like it. And it's supposed to be in early access for, I guess the developer said, something like between 1 year up to 2 years or shit like that. So if you want to wait, I guess that's not a bad idea, but it definitely feels like a nice, playable, addicting game already, even in early access. But maybe I will feel different when I keep just failing and not progressing in the game. But yeah, if you have no clue what Slay the Spire is about, it's a deck builder, I guess. Rokuwe, is it Rokuwe-like? No, I guess it's kind of like a Rokuwe-light, since there are some unlocks that you have to unlock so you can get them on your next runs after. So you get your hero, you get your card deck, you fight with using your card deck against monsters, you try to kill all the monsters and win the game. That's the idea. But yeah, unfortunately and fortunately, I guess I'm not that great at these kind of games, so I fuck up all the time. So I guess it would be a good backseating game if you know what you're doing, and I guess you can get some nice rage feelings and whatever feelings you like to when you see a streamer make mistakes that you wouldn't make yourself, and that makes you want to play the game yourself so you can play better. So I guess that's the idea of these kind of games. For streamers, at least. Yeah, exactly. And also, since I'm not sure if there really is always like an exact correct solution and a choice for situations in games like this. So of course, opinion matters too, so obviously if you do just dumb shit all the time, then that's dumb shit then. So you might want to try and at least win somehow. And I guess there is an like world with lore. Unfortunately, I'm not too familiar with it. All I know is I have unlocked some sick-ass placeholder paint art, which I really like here. Like these lore snippets from different characters. And I guess the idea is that there's a spire of some kind. You have plenty of characters. Each one of them has a reason to reach the top of the spire where there is one certain character waiting there. And I think most of the backstories were about revenge, basically. So no matter what character you pick, I guess you just want to kill the architect of the spire and so on. But yeah, you see nice placeholder art like this in the game still, since it, as said, it's in early access, so these wonderful paint illustrations. But yeah, if you don't care about any story or any characters, I guess that's totally fine. You don't have to care about any of that shit to play this, so you can just play it as a nice deck builder puzzle game. But yeah, that being said, we then have to pick our character that we want to play. And personally, I have played them all of these characters already, but I have not completed even the easiest difficulty with all of them. I think only with 3 characters, yeah. And the choice of your character basically decides, well, your starting HP. I think everyone has the same amount of gold. Yes. Yeah, your starting HP and kind of a relic, which is basically a passive effect for you. Like, for example, for Ironclad here, we at the end of combat we heal some HP. And for the Silent, we have this Snack Ring that at the start of each combat draw 2 additional cards. And we have some special resources on this Space King guy, whatever he is. And we have a Necromancer who keeps summoning this hand guy to help him or help her. And we have this robot dude with some spheres that do different kind of shit. But yeah, I guess the playstyle for all of these characters is supposed to be really different. Especially since they all have their own cards for the deck. And then there is a shared pool of cards as well that you can have on any character. But you always start with, at least in the normal mode, you always start with hero or character cards only. And that is the core of your deck. But yeah, since I'm a coward, we will not be playing the... since I unlock this next difficulty level. First one is the 0, but you have to complete the game to unlock the next one, and I guess you unlock even more after that. But fuck that shit, it's hard enough already. And I guess... I don't mind playing any of these. If you have any opinions who do you want to see, just based on vibes or whatever, you can vote with your phone now. First come, first serve. I'm not going to make a poll or anything, but if you definitely want to see something, then now's your chance to influence that. And it seems that like one successful run, at least with my slower, I guess, playing speed, usually takes a bit under 2 hours if I like complete the whole thing. There's like 3 acts to run through and move on the map and climb the spire. And it was something like 1 hour, 1.5 hour bit or 2 hours, something in between for a full run for me at least. But I guess the speedruns can be really fucking sick. But I'm definitely not a speedrunner instantly. Who would have thought? But yeah, if you don't have any opinions on who to play, then guess I'll try to win a run with this king guy or whatever space prince he is, since I haven't been able to do that yet. But yeah, starting off, we talk with an, not sure what kind of monsters these are. Some kind of demigods or gods, I guess, whatever. They can be different kind of. And you get a choice of multiple things that might help or hinder you a bit, depending on your feeling, I guess. But they're supposed to be helpful, but just in different ways. And obviously, if you play the game more, or if you have played the first game, I guess, not sure what all kind of differences there are, but it might be easier to make the choice. But sometimes I just have to pick from the options based on vibes only. Like even if there might be some kind of noob traps. That are kind of like a bad choice always, or if there is always like a godlike choice, I have no fucking idea. So I just pick something. But yeah, let's see. I guess I'll take 2 relics from the first boss here. Even though I kind of would like this as well. But this has no downside, so let's take this. Okay, but then we enter the first act. So basically you go by node, following these paths that have different shit in them, as said here on the side. And finally you end at the boss. That is always random after your first... I think the first run that you ever play in this game is always fixed bosses, I think, with the first character. Since you need to unlock the characters just by playing the other ones. You don't even have to complete the run with them. But afterwards, they are randomized, I think. So this time we know that there will be a waterfall giant as the Act 1 boss. But basically what I try to do is look for the safest path, since I'm really bad at taking risks in this game. Since I have no idea what are the consequences of my actions most of the time, so basically my game plan for now is to avoid elite monsters, at least in Act 1, since I'm a coward, and usually you, at least for my runs, they can snowball my success. Successful run until then, they can snowball it to the other way easily. Either dying to the elite fight like an idiot or just getting so wrecked in that fight that my hit points is low enough that I will either die to the boss or something in between. But yeah, that being said, I can draw here, so basically I look for a road with no elites. So we go from here. And that is a forced elite, so we have to go here. And also there's these 2 elites here, so we come from here probably. And I guess you would want these shops on your way as well, since you can spend gold there, and it's, I guess, rather important. But I don't really know much about that, so we'll be just fucking around. All I know is that getting to the shop right away with this starting amount of gold is probably not the greatest idea. But I want to rest so I can heal, or I can upgrade my cards which are here in my deck. So basically you can upgrade, at least for now, only once per card, and it just basically makes the card stronger like this. Like in these basic cards, the 6 damage turns into 9 damage. But yeah, depending on the card, it might be something totally different in the card. But yeah, we'll be building our deck as we go, and we are at the mercy of random number generator. But yeah, now I planned my route. I'm avoiding elites, trying to hit those rest spots, and all the way to the boss, so we can start progressing my planet route like this. But yeah, the combat is turn-based, of course. Or, well, not of course, but in this case it is. And I guess the objective is try to take as little damage as possible from the enemies while killing them. That is the basics of the combat. So the turn usually consists of you getting your hand of cards from your deck, and then you see that what the enemies are trying to do after your turn ends. So this one is trying to use a buff after, and this guy is doing 7 damage to me. So if I rather not take that damage, I might want to use these defend cards and get this block so it doesn't hit my HP. Though, of course, your hit points are a resource as well, so sometimes it might be better to take little amount of damage so you can prevent taking more damage after. like getting an extra attack in and killing the actual target or whatever. But yeah, I'm not sure how to play optimally every time, so we'll go as it is. And the special resource for this guy that all characters you have the energy for the cards, basically like burning mana to cast spells in a way. But this king guy has these stars as well that you get at the start of the fight, and you can use them and gain them during the fight, and some cards spend these stars for his special shit. So basically he has like 2 mana pools in a way. But yeah, I don't want to take that 2 points of damage, so I will use these blocks to get 10 shield, so I still have 3 shields after his hit, and that's fine. And your block always, not always, but by default it resets after your turn. Oh, and after you have drawn all your deck here, you see the numbers. Oh yeah, I was supposed to, since my fat head is on the way, and I didn't want to move myself, I actually prepared this. Yoink. And you can actually see the deck. Since normally it is here, I'll hide myself for a moment, at the lower right corner. But now I just duplicated it above me so you can actually see it. Though you can't see the turn number on after end turn 1 it says, but you can't see the number, but I guess you can live with that hopefully. But yeah, then we have a choice. Do we want stars for next turn? But I don't think we can even burn. We can burn for this one card that uses them. We probably won't need that now, so we can actually hit one of these fishes. Or toadpoles, not tadpoles. And I guess you have to just keep playing and you learn what these enemies usually do with this, like empower. This enemy intends to use a buff, and for these guys I think it's always this Thorns buff, so you can prepare your turns accordingly. But if you're playing for the first time and seeing new enemies, then obviously you can't know what happens until it happens, so. But yeah. If I hit that guy with an attack, I get hit 2 damage back, and he's trying to hit 3 hits that each do 3 damage, so 9 total. And of course there's these status effects and all kind of lots of shit that you can use to modify the enemies and yourself and the battlefield, so. And since I know that the Thorns buff will always vanish after 1 turn, I'll take the 9 damage from him, while we use our 2 stars to throw some falling stars on that guy, which lowers his attack for this turn, which doesn't matter, but he also takes 50% more damage from attacks this turn, and we will attack him once, which unfortunately is not enough, but almost. But yeah, basically for these fish guys, I guess you don't want to hit them when they have thorns, but sometimes you just have to. Like now we would be taking 9 and 7, so 16 damage. So I could use 3 blocks and take 1 damage. Or I can finish this guy off and take 2 damage from that. And don't have to worry about that guy after this turn. And also, I could block the Thor's damage as well, which I should have done now that I consider it after. So I should have used these blocks, then hit the guy, take 2 damage here. I would have 8 shield left, and then take the 7, and then I get 1 more shield left. So I would have not taken any damage. But yeah, shit like that happens all the time if you don't pay attention or are not too used to the game. So now we're just gonna wail on him. But yeah, I try not to be too harsh on myself. Even though, obviously, it's easy to backseat these kind of games, like even if you don't say anything, but to see like the obvious solution first yourself, but then when you actually play it yourself, you might not always see it, obviously. So let's not do the same mistake again. I could just kill him, but I would take 2 damage, so let's block first, and then we hit him. And we didn't take damage from the thorns. Hooray! We won our first combat. So you get some gold, we get some consumable potions here, and we get to pick a card if we want. We don't have to take it if it looks like all of the cards would fuck up our deck somehow, like a wrong kind of card. You might not always want to pick them. But yeah, I kinda like this guy's special card. Or mechanic, he has an cosmic sword that he can forge and power up, and then use the sword card to hit hard with the said sword. So I'll see if I can manage to grab a few cards for that sword with the forge keyword on the cards. But yeah, then you have these random encounters like this dude. Navigating murky passages, you stumble upon a withered figure working a small shop. The multitude of shelves are stuffed full of damp scrolls and parchment. Noticing a patron has entered the scribe, shopkeeper snaps to attention and gestures at some implements arranged on a desk. So basically we have to choose, even if it sucks for us. There might be only shit we don't want, that they hurt us or whatever, but... Now luckily we don't have to pay gold if we don't want to. We can just take the max HP. But it says it enchants a card with steady. And it explains it on the left. So this card gains retain. And I know that retain means that if you pull the card into your hand and don't use it that turn, you end your turn, then a card with retain on it will stay in your hand so you can play it next turn if you want, or even keep it in your hand the whole game if you really want to. So it might be good for something that we want to have as often as possible available when we need it in a situation that we might want to keep it in our hand for that special case. Since it costs gold, and I don't think I really have anything that I really want that retain on, especially with the gold price, I might as well save my gold and just get some free extra max HP instead. The scribe carefully picks up the vial filled with bright red ink and gives it a shake, then gestures with their own hand a dipping motion. You dip your fingers into the ink and a jolt of vitality courses through you. I really like these colored words here and the effects on them as well. Makes it more pleasing to read. Pleased with your reaction, the scribe gives a polite bow and waves you goodbye. Hooray. But yeah, these random unknown spots here might have an enemy in them, might have a shop, or just some random encounters with nothing but bad stuff in them, or maybe just good stuff. But that's why it is random. Okay, then we have this giant-ass katkarapu slutke spinner. Shrimp dude. And he's hitting us 8 damage, and he is putting some kind of debuff on us. So for now, I will spend 1 energy on this Forge 10. And since this is the first Forge of this combat, we will get Sovereign Blade into our hand. And also this Forge 10 will increase damage of that blade. And the blade has a retain on it, so we can keep the swords with us, like this. If we put it here, it also shows it nicely here, the actual sword. So by default it does only, well not only, but it does 10 damage. But now we used forget 10, so now it does 20 damage instead. And it will keep that amount of damage for this combat. But yeah, 8 damage, so let's block twice for a total of 10. And we keep our floating sword with us. And the shrimp debuffed us with weak, so we do 25% less damage for 1 turn. Which is pretty shitty, but not much we can do about it. Gonna take 1 point of damage. Or I could have used my potion to get 2 block from those blocks. More if I really wanted to use that, but I rather take 1 damage than use the potion now. Yeah, let's just swing at the shrimp. And now we could forget 10 to get the sword with 30 damage, but unfortunately it's not enough to kill the shrimp, so... Actually it is if we do this, since this only costs 2 stars, but 0 energy. It does some damage, but also it would give the vulnerable, so... I think we could... Yeah, we could kill him with only this. But we might as well forget more and just swing for how much? 45, yeah. It shows the normal damage here, but if you pick the card and aim at target that has these debuffs and whatever here, it changes the number to the actual number corresponding the debuffs and buffs on the target, so that's nice. Swoosh, there we go. Shrimp destroyed. Let's see. So now if I pick this one, it kind of means that then from now on I really want these cards that have these star costs, and I have to get more and more of those, like star gains and whatever, to make the most out of it, I think. Or I guess you could use it without investing too much on the stars, but still. Also, this is a nice card, but it costs 3 of those stars, so we can always use it at the beginning of new combat, but getting stars back after is a pain. Let's just take that. And follow the path I drew. Oh shit, these stupid ass snails or slugs. Getting hit by 8 damage. So let's... actually... I'm gonna... Also, I'm not sure how often I should quote-unquote waste these potions. Since at the beginning when I started playing, I kept saving them. And then I just get more and more and I have to discard potions, which is obviously not good. So then I started actually using them here and there, since everything just snowballs on this run. Like losing HP here, saving a potion for later where you might not actually need it or whatever. So, but yeah, because of that 2 dexterity, we can block 2 more damage. So we are saving 2 HP. Since with our card draw we can't fully block it. Okay, I'm gonna prepare my sword. And then I can check in my deck. Could prepare for Falling Star and Gamma Blast both with this by getting 2 more stars. And then the snail hits us and the other one debuffs us with Frailty, so now our blocks here give us 25% less than they normally would. So basically, currently they are cancelling out my dexterity buff. So we only get the normal amount of block from these. Let's see. Unfortunately, since the HP of the monsters, I think it's a bit random. So the other slug has 25, the other one has 27. So we could do 20 with this and 6 with this. So we can't kill the attacking slug, but these slugs have this special property: when an enemy dies, corpse slug immediately eats it, becoming stunned and gaining 4 strength. So if we kill his friend here, this one, with the 26 of damage, the attacking slug will get stunned and get more strength, which basically means it does more damage the rest of the combat. But I think it's worth it to kill the slug, so we don't have to defend against the other slug. So let's fuck him up. He goes stunned. And if we really want to, we can also Gamma Blast him. Obviously we want to, since it gives him weak and vulnerable for 2 turns, so we can use those next turn. And luckily we get our blade back, so we can just fuck him up with that. Nice. Let's see. But yeah, for now we have been only using like skills and attacks, but now we have a power here available. So it's basically when you use a power, it gets attached to you and it will stay for that combat. So if you want some totally random bullshit from the colorless card pool, so we spend 2 mana at the beginning or whatever, we get this, and then after that we always get 1 colorless whatever card. It might be good or might be useless. Also, I really like this card because of more block with other resource, just a star. So I'm not so dependent on only the block or the defend cards. So I like this one. But yeah, by default, when you reach these rest places, you can either rest, and as it says, it heals 30% of your max HP. So in our case, it would heal 24, which would go to waste currently. So instead, we will be upgrading a card in our deck instead. So we can check like this and see how it changes. Like this card would gain more block, or we can just use this to see everything at the same time. Like get more star, 1 more star from this card, and so on. And I guess it would be a good idea, since currently we have only 1 of these, and we have these 3 cards that use only stars. So they are dead weight in our hand if we don't have stars. So for now, I will upgrade this star generator, and hopefully we can pick up some more of those. And also I just realized that I could have gone to the shop, but it probably would have been worth it, but I still feel I have so little money, so I can't buy much from there anyway. So I rather fight my way, I guess. Especially if I get to fight against this punch construct. Some of the enemies look pretty fucking stupid, like this one. But yeah, he will block on his turn, so we don't have to defend, and he's immune to the first debuff we inflict on him. Unfortunately, we only got the star card and 1 attack, so basically we could have attacked once more or done something different, but unluckily we only get these blocks, so whatever. He's ready for fisticuffs. So 14 damage. And we can block 12 of it with the Cloak of Stars and defend. So we get hit with 2 damage. And then I think I'll prepare my sword instead of striking 2 times. Since I guess with 2 strikes I would have gone through his shield and done some HP damage, but I rather prepare my sword for higher damage after. And also he's trying to debuff us, and it does 10 damage. But I guess we could first Falling Star his ass, then Gamma Blast his ass. So basically, not sure if he eats both these debuffs or not. I guess we'll see. Because there's weak and vulnerable. Okay, yeah, so it eats the artifact buff eats only the first line if it's 1 artifact. So then we can Gamma Blast his ass and stack these debuffs. So now he hits for less and he keeps taking more damage. And he's probably dead now. Like this. There we go. And then we get a potion that if we drink it, it does 10 damage to all enemies. Let's see some fancy cards. Oh, there's some star gain. Ooh, I also really like this one for the sword, since obviously double damage is nice, but you just have to set up the sword for that. Since basically it is always a 3 mana or 3 energy combo, since you use 1 energy for this, and then you have to have the sword ready and use 2 energy for that as well. So it's expensive, but of course high damage. So that's why I feel that I might want the star generator that also draws cards. Fuck it. We'll see if I regret my actions, which is what I do often here. Oh shit. Oh, also these zones change as well, so we are now in this whatever water-themed area, so we get these kind of enemies. But the actual biome or whatever it's called in this game can change between acts, or will change between acts and runs. Okay, but let's see. Whenever Fossil Stalker deals unblocked attack damage, it gains 3 strength. So if we let any damage through, he gets stronger. So we have even more reason to not get hit by him. So let's Gamma Blast his ass. So he does less damage, but unfortunately we don't have enough defense for that. So we might as well forget our sword. I'm gonna save some HP at least with the point 1 block and use 1 mana there, since the sword always stays on hand. Ooh, like this. Perfect. We get this combo. 1 energy for the Conqueror, forget 3. And then we want double damage here. And we do 69 damage with the sword. Nice. Perfect. Let's see, upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Oh, yeah, that's a powerful one. Then we get some sick-ass star cards that are really expensive with those star costs, but this especially looks really good. But also I might grab another one of these, so I have more chances to keep forging my weapon. So there's now, after if I pick this, there's 2 cards in my deck with the same. But yeah, I'm not too experienced with deck builder games, so I'm not sure always what kind of deck to build, like how many actual cards you want, and what is the like proper, let's say, intelligent way to build it, instead of just throwing everything in there and thinking it's good. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I kind of want this just for... Sure, it will help at some point. Panic button. And also now I'm wishing for that Spire card that we saw earlier, that gets more damage from those cards that have those stars in them that I talked about earlier. So we are now collecting more and more star cards. But yeah, let's see, you get more block from that same cost. More forge, more block, more damage. But yeah, these ones don't do it, but some cards might get cheaper to use with the upgrade as well. Kind of feel like I've been using my Gamma Blast a lot, at least, and my Falling Star. And obviously Cloak of Stars is nice as well, so it's nice to get more bang for your buck with those stars, that you get less than energy. I guess that's my thoughts on this pick. So one of these star cards will get upgraded. I guess I'll get more damage on Gamma. I guess block could be better, but somehow I feel more damage is now nicer. Okay, then we run into a treasure chest that we can open like this. What's inside? We get some cash or gold. And then we get one of these relics. So start each combat with 1 strength. So basically our attacks do 1 more damage. Just a nice little passive effect. And again, we don't need to heal, so we will be upgrading our card. Yeah, hello, Andrew. Yeah, friendship was the treasure all along. That's what we found. I think my best friend is the magic sword that we have. So now either Falling Star or Cloak. I guess since when I want block, I really want block, I guess. If that makes sense. Oh, I'll get this Gremlin Merc. That is surprise. Something is off about this creature. And also steals 20 gold when attacking, so our precious friendship is being stolen. I could hit him for 26 damage with this double, so it's not enough, not worth it. But I really want to start usually with the Gamma Blast because of the weak and vulnerable. So we have to block for less, and the next round we do more damage. So, and especially since we will not be able to block everything anyway, which kind of sucks. If we use this now, we only get 3 damage on the sword, which is not much. This card will get burned anyway, it will go to discard, but so I think I'd rather attack with the strikes. Also, I would like to save that sword for the surprise, since I'm familiar with this enemy. But fuck, we don't have enough damage for that. So, since I can't kill him, I will be taking 8 damage, so let's prep our sword here while we defend. It also lowers our damage a bit, because they had a debuff coming. So 8 damage. I spent all my stars, so this is the problem with having this many star cards and not enough star generators, so. I'll be drinking this potion just to kill him. And then, surprise, there's Sneaky Gremlin and Fat Gremlin inside. So 2 gremlins in a trench coat. And this other guy has the stolen gold, and he will try to escape after the stun ends. But obviously we will be not letting them do that shit, so fuck that guy. So now we have to fight the Sneaky Gremlin with a knife. And fortunately our deck resetted and we drawed our Sovereign Blade already, so just swing at him as well. So we get a new potion. Ooh. Oh, nice. Star generator. Let's see. If we had some nice colorless cards, we could copy them in our hand, so we could have 2 of them. So double nice. And I guess this would help us to get them, but it spends those stars, so at this point I'd rather take the star generator. So we instantly get 1 when we use it, and then 3 afterwards, so that's nice. And actually, I planned a shit route earlier for some reason. But luckily no one saw that, since it would make a lot more sense, I think, to go from here through double bonfires and a shop as well. But yeah, that's what you get while trying to think and speak at the same time. So I'm still not gonna heal, I'm gonna be greedy and instead upgrade our cards. Let's see, our star generator gets 1 more next turn star. But I kind of feel that this is a nice one as well. So we get a larger sword with that card, but for now I will be upgrading the star generator. And then we'll be heading to shop, Le Shoppe. And I think normal shops always have the 5 different cards from your own deck. The orange borders being ours currently. One of them is always on a sale, or has been. And then you have 2 colorless options at the bottom. And 3 relics, 3 potions. And then you can thin your deck by paying gold to get rid of shit cards. So let's see. Everything is so expensive, so it's kind of hard choice to make if you don't know your shit. Since I'm kind of feeling that I will buy the glow for star generator, especially since it's on sale. I think it's is it like 50% off, something like that. Not completely sure how much the percent is, since it doesn't actually say it. There's no original price, but I feel like it's a lot. I guess that's a decent card as well, but I kinda want to get rid of my shit cards and buy this glow one. And this is, I guess, high risk, high reward, that if you take any damage during the combat, this is useless, but if not, then you can always get those free upgraded cards after combat, so I don't trust myself enough to get that one. Oh, and then you could just buy this and upgrade 2 random skills. So since our deck contains these strikes and defense that I kinda don't want to upgrade, since I rather get rid of them and upgrade something else, there's a high chance we only get shit upgrades, so not going to buy that. So instead I will be buying this. I will remove a card. I feel like, do we have enough? I guess we don't have any block apart from the star block or star cost blocks. But I feel like we have enough damage without 1 strike. So we don't always get only those. Since most of the time all the cards you get on your run are better than those basic defense and basic strikes. So depending on your setup you might want to get rid of them, I guess. And if you have shit like this, that cards containing strike word deal additional damage, so that would make all our strikes instantly better. And there are other strikes as well, and not just the basic strike. But I don't think this guy has too many of them. But the first Knight guy or whatever, the Ironclad, has many different strikes, so much better for him, I guess. And I guess this would be some extra block, but also some extra swords juice, so mightier sword. I feel like at least for now we haven't really played 5 or more cards in a turn, so at least currently I don't think we get much out of this. So I'm kinda tempted to buy this one just for the extra block, juicy block and the forge, so let's get that one. And for this, I'm not sure if I want any of this. Hey, hello, Umi Bomber. Excuse my nudity. Also, we could spend the rest of our cash for potions if we wanted, but how many steps? It's 1 more combat, which might give me a potion. But I kind of want this for the boss probably, since this is a cheap way to get a random power like this one. Basically you drink this, you get shown 3 power cards like this, and you get to pick one and play it for free, so it might be game changing. But yeah, let's see. Everything might go to hell before that. Okay, so we have a haunted ship. Really krangled and cursed ship. So he's gonna give us 2 status cards, which in this case it means he will give us some bleed wounds, I guess, or wounds or whatever, which can simulate bleeding, but you'll see after. Because first off, this would block the whole shit and forge our sword for the future. This would spend stars. So I think I kind of want a strong sword while blocking. And then we can spend this and get some cards, which is not too great at this point. But we might get the Gamma Blast from there. And we get that 1 star, and I get to spend my energy in something useful. And I guess fuck me then. No luck. But yeah, I could have used this for Forge 3 only, but I rather it goes back to the discard pile. But yeah, these fuck-ass status cards depending on the enemy and the kind of status. So basically, he keeps filling my discard pile with wounds. So when I reshuffle this deck after spending all these, I might get a turn that I just only draw wounds if I had like multiple wounds here. but they will basically just block your deck. And there are lots of different kind of annoying ones, but that's really basic one. Just basically filling your deck with shit. Also, he will now be using a debuff and not actually attacking, so... yeah, it's a deck builder card game, turn-based combat. Dungeon Crawler, Rogue Light and whatever. All kinds of those. I kind of want to save my sword swing for vulnerability from here, which we will get next turn. And of course I would have liked to use the Conqueror for double damage, but shit luck, so can't do much about that. So let's actually, yeah, let's just fuck him up 3 times.
Yes, Queen, slay!
Let's slay him. Just like we are slaying. Oh shit, yeah, we get all kinds of bullshit debuffs. Oh. So it's gonna hit for 15. But we can lower it with Gamma Blast. Oh, we can most likely kill him, I think, since Gamma Blast will fuck him up. And if we check, it's 23 damage currently on our sword, but we have this Forge. So now we do 34 damage. So he's dead. With the big boy sword. But yeah, then we get some gold. Ooh, and some sick rewards. Like, oh, there's the Spire as well. But yeah, this would be nice to, if you can actually get this to hit. It costs 3 energy to deal that fuck tons of damage. And we would get nice star reward for that. So definitely for certain enemies this would be nice. But we'll be taking the Spire, since we have those star cost cards. Oh, still with the Valheim mods, do you mean? But yeah, having problems with mods and trying to solve it can be almost an impossibly painful task. Yeah, enjoy. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you spoke about that, I think, last time. The zombie survival, which I still haven't tried myself, but maybe I will someday. When I have 7 days to die, at least. Up until then, I have some time. Now I could be a coward and heal, or be a big strong man and upgrade a card instead. Yeah, I think I probably don't have it on my wish list on Steam. So let's see. There we go. Now it is. So now I see when it comes to sale. But yeah, it's I guess the full price is, how much is it? Like 44 euros. So not the most expensive, but still an expensive price to try out something that you're not sure if you will like. So obviously, always easier to be hesitant with those. But let's see. Yeah, this Spire now will deal additional damage for all your cards that have a star cost. So even if they're in our ass, these cards with stars, this Spire gets damage boost from them. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll keep that in mind. If the stars align and that happens, and I need an online place to play with. Oh yeah, if you can manage to fix that one mod before that. Yeah, let's hope so. I kind of want to upgrade either this Bulwark, since it's such a juicy card, or just make this Spire even stronger. Instead of 2 additional, it's 3 additional pair of those star cards. And how many I have is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 itself. So, well, not too many, but still, it's a nice chunk of damage. But still, I'm kind of feeling this Bulwark or this Glow for more stars, just in case. Since this one spends stars as well. Yeah, you have like 3 acts with the boss at the end of each act, and you just try to kill your way up until the end, and then you win or you lose. And you unlock new cards and potions and relics and whatever for your future runs. So basically, keep playing to unlock more stuff, and then you can play with more stuff. And there's some difficulty things and custom modifiers and whatever if you want. And different characters with different playstyles and so on. Yeah, fuck it, I'll just upgrade the Bulwark. But yeah, then it's boss time. So yeah, this is the first room we have traveled through here. And now we fight Waterfall Giant. Which, whatever it is, looks like shit. But yeah, he's a special guy. Yeah, a sentient waterfall for no fucking reason. So, for this, if nothing else, I want to drink my Thorns potion. So every time we get hit, he gets hit with 3 back. Unfortunately, he's not a multi-hitter boss, so we don't get like huge value from this, but still. And also, I would like to have my damage setup stuff on my first turn, since he doesn't hit now, but I guess I'll drink the power potion, and let's see if we find some sick power from here. Yeah, we would get some extra parry every time we swing our sword. And this was the crazy Gamble card, which I'm probably going to take. And whenever you spend or gain stars, deal damage. Oh, this would be nice as well. But I don't feel like we have like 6 star generator, so especially since this is free now because of the potion. So I'll pick this one and play that for free. And now hopefully at the start of each of our turn we have some nice random colorless card in our hand, or maybe we only get bullshit in our hand, so we'll see how that goes. I guess we'll start with Gamma Blast, whatever, since we get vulnerable for the next turn. But yeah, really bad start, since we can only spend our stars on a few cards and our precious energy only on these stupid ass defenses, which we don't need, so completely useless. But yeah, basically this asshole is gathering steam, so the final round of the combat he will explode on our face with his gathered steam, which can still kill you and lose the fight, so that's pretty fucked up. Let's see, so it's 11 damage incoming. Oh, also colorless card, thinking ahead. Draw 2 cards, put 1 card from your hand on top of the draw pile. Oh, it's basically we draw 2, we can see those as well. Then decide that we want to keep 1 card for the next draft that happens probably next turn, or if we have more card draft, it can happen this turn. But we have to deal with the 11 damage first. Like this one would be good probably for the next turn, since he's going to probably, I don't even remember what he's gonna empower and or buff and debuff, but probably damage or whatever, so. But yeah, it's so easy to get into like analysis paralysis in this game, like what you actually want to do, especially when you're not too familiar with everything, like me. I guess I'll use this since it's 0 cost and I can draw 2 cards. I have some options. And then top of your draw pile, what we want to draw? I think I'm gonna block with Bulwark and Forge 1 or... Yeah, let's save that. Let's save the Forge. Now it goes on top, so we know it's coming. Then we use Bulwark for stronger sword. So we can now also block that one. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's also healthy to change from one frustrating task to another. Just keep changing until you're not frustrated anymore. And I guess I could strike or... fuck it, I'm gonna get the 1 star. Probably not getting anything useful. Oh yeah, I already forgot that I put this on the top, so I wasted that by drawing 2 now, so whatever. So it's 10 damage and a buff incoming. Oh, we keep getting these 0 cost colorless cards. That's nice. So fuck it, let's draw more cards to get more analysis paralysis material here. And also we get debuffed by weakness. So we probably don't want to swing this turn. 10 damage, so we can block with Cloak of Stars. But also we want to fuck him up as fast as possible because of the Steam gathering, so we kinda have a timer there. So let's get some stars. We can't swing the sword with the double damage, and we have weakness anyway. We're gonna block with Cloak of Stars. Gonna gain 3 stars from that card. And I think this is waste again. But we could start making damage and we can prep our next swing turn. Maybe, if we want to swing our sword with the weak and the vulnerable from here. Now he's healing and buffing, so now we don't have to defend this turn. Oh, of course we get some nice block card for this turn when we don't need it. Same here. Shit. I guess we can strike and swing our sword, so some sick damage. Oh, and I have to remember my potion that upgrades all my hand cards for the rest of the combat. So if I have a nice hand that I have cards that I keep using, might as well upgrade them. Ooh, 20 damage incoming now. So I have this available, which reflects the damage back. Or I could double damage swing my sword and take full face fuck amount of damage from that. But first off, let's drink. So it upgrades our sword. Oh, it also lowers the cost of the sword. So now we can actually block and reflect, double the damage of the sword and swing the sword as well because of that. That's nice. Oh, and didn't even realize we had this free block here as well. Also, if we use 2 stars here, we get 1 vulnerable, which increases his damage taken by 50%. So swinging a double damage sword into that is probably a good idea. And we have 6 stars and our plan needs 5, so that's perfect. I guess I'll leave that card since it goes to discard, we can keep using that. It doesn't disappear anywhere. So let's see. Falling Star. We want the vulnerable here. Then we still have enough stars to block. We have our Reflect ready. Unfortunately, he hits less with the weakness as well, so less useful Reflect, but whatever. We wanted to block the damage anyway. And then we use this to double the sword damage and give more damage to the sword as well. And then we swing the sword for 87 damage. Jesus Christ. And we could still block and draw cards, but I want to put it in my discard pile instead. So let's see. Okay, we have the colorless block card, which would block everything. And if we wanted to save our hand for the next turn, that it would be possible with this. And we got some pretty much only blocks coming up. Hey, yellow Oxafen. Blocks coming up from next. Since you can see that you are still cards you still haven't drawn from this current deck, but of course you don't get them in this order unless you have abilities to put them on top of the deck or shit like that, like I did earlier. You get 17 damage from the Spire, but we want to block the 13, so. And I have nothing else to block with, so we might as well spend this. And we get to keep all this shit for next turn. And I will get this juicy 5 stars from this one. So 1 this turn, and then 4 more when we start our next turn. Oh, also our hand size limit is 10 cards, and luckily we didn't go over. Or else they would just get discarded. Oh, we have a power here. Every 10 cards you draw, you get energy. But, for now, we don't need it. We have 15 damage incoming, but we can lessen it by Gamma Blasting his face. Because it gives him weakness, so now 11 damage instead of 15. But unfortunately, we don't have any strong blocks, only this piece of shit normal blocks. And I don't think we can kill him. Kill him with our hand currently. Or can we? 25. 10 and 10, I guess. So 45. Right. Oh, okay, I guess we can kill him. But yeah, you want to, I guess if you have these vulnerable debuffs, you want to check now and then and actually count the damage. So, yoink. Yoink. And yoink. But yeah, now he goes into stun. And he gathered 30 steam. So next turn, he will start preparing for the attack. So we are safe this turn, like this. And now he's actually attacking with the damage that he gathered. So you don't get fucked by the damage instantly. So it's a bit fair. So luckily we get our sick-ass Bulwark block and Equilibrium, but we don't have enough energy for both of them. We have Cloak of Stars for 10. I don't think we can fuck around with these, so we could get more energy out of nowhere. Yeah, I guess we have to eat some damage, so 26, so we only eat 4 damage if we put Bulwark on. Spend a star for Cloak of Stars. And we have 26 armor or block. Oh, I guess we can try and pull more. On top of your draw pile. So we can get 5 block more from this, so whatever we can throw this It doesn't matter, it goes there. But since we pull the defend as well, we can use our energy to play that. And we have 31, and he does 30, so GG. He just explodes himself for no reason. But hooray, one boss down, so we get some gold. And we get a relic at the start of each boss combat, heal 25 HP. That's nice. Also random ass pair. Oh, upon pickup, raise your max HP by 10. Nice. Oh, and we got 2 relics from this boss because I picked this lava rock at the start of the Act 1. So Act 1 boss drops 2 relics. And then we get a rare card choice. Shiny golden cards. Big Bang basically does everything with 0 cost, but it has exhaust, so it's only once per combat pretty much by default. It throws it into exhaust pile. So if you're familiar with Magic the Gathering, I guess it's an exiled card, while the other pile we have is the graveyard. I am invincible. At the end of your turn, if this is on the top of your draw pile, play it. Also, we can like a free surprise block. Or if we have like cards to manipulate what we have on the top of the pile, so like the card we just used. Like we could use that to throw this on the top, and then we know we get 9 extra block from there after we end our turn. For free. And for a conclusion, next turn put 2 cards from your draw pile into your hand. I see, so extra card draw, but I kinda like this one. Just do everything for free. Draw a card, gain energy, gain a star, and forge 5 for the sword damage. And we don't really have energy gains currently, so I guess having more is nice. But then we proceed. And Act 2, we go into Hive, which is filled with bugs, of course. And we will be fighting the Knowledge Demon as our boss. The knower of things. Then we try to figure out a route. I think the right side doesn't really have shops in the end, so I will probably want to prioritize this side, at least here, for this shop. And if we can buy all kind of shit here already and spend all our gold, we don't need the other shop. Then we can take the path with 2 rest spots instead. But can we go there safely? We can take this fuck-ass road here with these 4 unknown ones, which might fuck us in the ass or not. Or we can take the more, I guess, not random route, but then we have to fight an elite on the way. Which is nice if it is an elite that your deck is enabled to or able to defeat, like with not too much effort, then it's fine. But some elites can be really fucky. So you might be shit out of luck and your run ends there. Or at least goes into way worse condition. But elites, I think elites always give you a relic as a reward as well, so it's definitely worth it to fight them if you can. If you know what you're doing and have a nice deck, but I'm not too confident in my deck. Small deck energy. No, just kind of... We most likely won't be traveling that fight alley there, since I like those random ass rooms. So we'll be ending up here anyway. And... Okay, there's 3 shops on the way if we go here. And and we might either lose or gain gold on this way as well. Yeah, fuck it, let's just go the random way and see what kind of shit happens there. If we go there, then we end up here. And at this shop, we'll make the decision if we want the last shop or not. If we don't, I'll take the rest way here. It has 3 combats instead of 1. But these might be combats as well, so you never know. But first, since we started a new chapter or act, we can talk to the being here. Tezkatara. We can eat this yummy cookie to upgrade 4 of our cards, which is nice. A really nice card with a high price. Always when you use it, you lose 1 max HP, but it would give us some nice energy and card draw, so in a shitty situation, it might definitely be worth it. Especially since our max HP currently is doing fine. There's ways to increase and lower it, and depending on the character, it's different as well. And then we get some nice relics that just keep melting away. But I probably want to upgrade my cards. Even though I really like that Brightest Flame card. Yeah, let's just upgrade our cards. Be boring and safe. Upgrading this gives it the Innate word there. So start each combat with this card in your hand. So basically that guarantees we always get a nicer first turn with this card. But depending on your hand, what other things you have, the energy might go to waste, at least. Since, or even the card draw, whatever, but if you have to want to attack and you only get like defense bullshit, but I would imagine it would be worth it most of the time. Yeah, fuck it, let's just try it since we have to choose 4 cards anyway. We'll upgrade that and get more juice on our Spire, so now instead of 2 per star cost card, we get 3 damage for each of those. And I want more star generation from this. And then either Spoils of Battle or Reflect, so more block from this, it's 4 more block. Or more weapon juice. I think I'll take the weapon juice since I've been doing some fat hits with the sword already. And this is even more. So it's 5 more power for the sword. But since we've been using it with the doubling hits, it's even worth more, I guess, in a way. Or can be worth more. But yeah, I'm happy with those. Thank you. And off we go. Let's get fucked up. Okay, so we have this bug ass. We have bowl bug and bowl bug. Rock and egg. So this rock guy will try to attack us, but if we fully block his attack, he becomes stunned for a round, so that's nice. And this guy will block and do other bullshit. But first things first, since we got our fancy card. Oh, this also, yeah, this always pulls the sword in our hand if we really need like panic damage, since it has forge on it. And every forge you play in your combat, like the first one, will always summon the sword in your hand, so that's nice. But yeah, we want to block 22 damage. First things first, let's see what we get from this, since we draw a card as well, which was this glow card. And we can only block 15, but I'm fine with that since that will stun the asshole bug there. So let's spend our star for Cloak of Stars and the normal defense, since enemies will always hit from left to right, so we know this guy will hit first. And then we get fuckloads of stars, like 3 star generators. Or we swing our sword and kill this guy next turn, most likely. Not sure how much he will block, but... I still haven't pulled any of my star cards, I think, or was there... Yeah. So, all of them are coming, so... Gamma Blast, Reflect, and Falling Star. So, if I want to use them all, it's 6 and 8 stars. So it will be easy to get them all. Though, I guess I'll check what I get with this, since we get 2 cards with that. That's too bad. We can't swing the sword and kill this guy with this one, but can we... Oh no, it's only 16, whatever. And we have no more blocks, so I can pump up my sword and get some extra stars with this. Yeah, let's do that. So 4k15 gives the sword more damage, and then we get 5 total stars from this for the next turn. So block the bug, so it goes woozy. Take some hit from this guy. And now he's trying to hit for 7. We can one-shot the other bug with the sword and Conqueror if we really want. But I think we want to kill this guy with the blade. But then we have to block 15 every turn after, so... Yeah, I think I'm gonna weaken vulnerable this guy, swing a sword at him, put on a reflect to block this guy. So I don't have to think about this bug, since he should die now, yeah, since this gives 50% more. And we have 31 now, so... Yoink! And we'll just overkill this with this defense and reflect, since we have stars for it. And now he's basically fucked. Just strike, Gamma Blast his ass and strike him. Perfect. Let's see. No, yeah, more random bullshit for our stars. Now we have some nice star generation, so it could be worth it. But I really like to block with the Cloak of Stars, so we might as well get another, since it's not a free card from this. The potion turned the card into a free one, but this one you still have to pay the card cost after you pull it. Even though it's probably still sick most of the time, but it's basically a 2-star gamble. But yeah, let's take the more efficient one, or stable one, I guess. Oh hey, everyone's favorite human-shaped holes. Field of man-sized holes. The sudden sight of a massive field gouge with large outlines of body stops you in your tracks. One of these outlines matches your own. It's perfect. Are you, maybe if you're familiar with certain manga artist and his manga, you might recognize these holes. Yeah, and the sound effects. So, there we go. We have resist the urge to enter the hole. We can remove 2 cards from your deck, which is really nice, since I would like to start removing these strikes and maybe even defense. And, I guess I'll keep the defense for now, or would keep them. But I'm slowly getting better cards, and I don't want my hand filling with this bullshit here. So if we resist the hole, we get a free card removal. Usually it costs, I think it's like almost 100 coins by default. But we have to then get this Curse of Normality. And Curse is basically a card in our deck. And as it says, you cannot play more than 3 cards this turn. So if we pull that, then we get the Curse for that turn, and then it goes back into the pile. Unless we remove it somehow. But if we enter the hole, that is a perfect fit for us. Then we get a perfect fit for a card of our choice. And when our pile from the left side is done, and we shuffle a new deck, then that perfect fit would always be on top instead. So basically, just make cycling your favorite card more easier. And for me, I guess it would be most likely the Conqueror, since I want that as often as possible, so I have a chance to double damage the sword. But I'm not sure if it's worth it. Since I'm kind of wanting to resist the hole and just suffer the curse, so I can remove 2 strikes from my deck. I guess I don't really play like heavy card rounds with this deck, at least not now, so we'll not enter the hole. Instead, we'll remove 2 cards, and that will be 2 strikes. But yeah, unfortunately we get the Curse as a filler card. You walk past all the holes, even the one carved perfectly in your shape. Why didn't I go inside? What would have happened? Have I been in that hole before? Who made these holes? What is? Who? Where? And then we just fuck off. Even though the hole was made for us. But I don't want to see what comes out of it. Or hear the sound. So, okay, then we have this rainbow road here. We can have holes and other shit here. Or just normal ass combats. This or that. Arms suddenly jut out from a nearby hole, clutching a suspicious bag of riches and clearly cursed relic. This or that. A scratched up voice whispers from below. So this would be lose HP to gain gold. That, add clumsy to your deck, obtain random relic. So we would get this another curse that is unplayable and it's ethereal. So if it's in our hand, at the end of this turn it is exhausted, so it's removed from the combat. So basically, I guess it's an once a combat hand filler, basically. For the price of getting a random relic, so it might be anything from a pair to something else. Like, some relics are really strong. And some not so much, especially if you consider your build or deck. Some might not fit it at all. So I think I rather lose HP and gain the gold. Since I'm pretty healthy. You grab the bag, and as soon as you do, a third hand appears and clutches at you. After a frantic struggle, it releases. The arms and the hole have vanished. Yet another hole, but it was not made for me either, so maybe we'll find more. Oh, or we find a Wongos instead. Welcome to Wongos. We have what you want at Wongtastic prices, says the least enthusiastic clerk you have ever met. Peruse our wares and enjoy your time at Wongos. They continue without even looking up. If we just leave without paying him, I guess they just downgrade a random card, which is pretty fucking fucked up. Fuck you, Wongo. And we could get some sick shit with 300 gold, I guess, but we don't have that. Bargain pin. I guess if I want to save my gold, I can just get one random ass relic. Or buy this. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand is free to play that turn. But I don't think we really have any powers in this deck currently. Yeah, we don't have any powers, so. And I don't want to downgrade my cards either. So, piece of shit Wongo will get 100 gold from us. And we'll get hopefully a nice. Oh, nice. I like this relic. Every 3 turns we get extra energy, so an energy generator. Not too bad. We are Wongo wowed by your generosity, wonderful patron. You now have 64 Wongo points. With just 1936 more points, you will receive our exclusive Wongo customer appreciation badge. Have a Wongtastic day. You have no clue what they are talking about and vow to never return to a Wongos. Yeah, fuck Wongo. And their shit-ass bonus system. Okay, more encounters. Crystal Fear. I predicted you'd enter. A raspy voice calls out as you enter a mystic hut. Your destiny has brought you here. We must uncover your future and fortune so you can save us all. Okay, here are the options for the crystal sphere reading. Be sure to sign this waiver as well, she says while bringing out pen and parchment. Oh, fuck. Divine 6 times. What the fuck is divine? But I guess we can get some debt instead of paying, but that's another course. At the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, lose 10 gold. Oh, fuck. I guess we'll pay and divine 3 times. What the fuck? How to divine. Reveal your future by revealing the tiles. Select small divination or big divination. Reveal the tiles with the crystal sphere. Once an item is revealed, you will receive it at the end of the session. But beware, revealing some items may be dangerous. Ah, shit. So it's basically like Minesweeper. I guess we'll go big divination since we only have 3 divinations. Fuck it, just go to the center. Oh. I guess if we do this, we can... This is probably looks like a vial of some kind. So hopefully it's not a long vial, and we could reveal it like this. And this looks like some kind of box that could be revealed like this, most likely. And we have only 2 divinations left, and the small one is not enough. Yeah, it's probably... I'm not sure how large this is. I guess 2 small divinations might be enough for this, unless it's a large item like this. So fuck it. And actually, fuck that bottle. Let's do it like this. Okay, it was a small one. Oh, and this box is a really large one, so... is this enough or not? Okay, never mind, it's not enough like this. But hey, we get to pick a rare card at least. But yeah, it was a cardboard box. Oh, at the end of combat, gain 30 gold. Guess we really need that gold since that asshole Vongo and this divination bullshit took all our gold. But I think another big bang is coming. Or make it so. Deal 6 skill will play this or put this into your hand. Oh, okay, if you spam skills, you get to like recycle this and just keep doing 0 energy damage. But fuck that, we get big bang. The sphere must rest now. Okay, so if we ever see this again, we know that the cardboard box is fucking huge. And then we go to shop with 36 gold. And we can't buy anything. But yeah, we would remove the cards like this. Yeah, for the rest of this run, so you start from 75 gold, since we removed 1 card. So it just keeps getting more expensive. Oh, never mind, we can buy the hidden cash on sale, so... I just assumed that we can't buy anything. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. And we don't want to heal probably, so let's upgrade. And we could now upgrade this big bang as well, so we get 2 of these at the start of the run or battle. It feels draw like 2 of these, but since it has draw 1 card anyway, it's not like removing our options at the start, since they replace themselves with the draw 1 card. So fuck it, let's do that. Blink, blonk, blank. Also 1 option would have been the star generator, but we'll be hitting at least 1 more rest spot, and hopefully we don't have to heal, so we can upgrade 1 more at least. And the chest has golden ice cream. Energy is now conserved between turns. Oh, that seems really fucking crazy if you have extra energy at any time, but I don't think we have too much extra with this deck. But if we ever get any extra, then it's definitely worth it. And I think I said that if we have enough gold, we might think of the third shop here. Most likely we won't be going there, since we might get something for in sale from here. Ooh, I guess this is a nice power for us, most likely, since we don't have much energy increases. I kind of want this. Or either that or this potion, since I like these free colorless cards that you get from these potions. And also this is a nice one, since we can spend a card and use this one to gain some block, and also get that spent card from the discard pile and put it back to draw pile, so we know we get it again instantly, or after drawing next time. I think either of these is nice. I feel like I have been power or energy starved, so let's buy this, and hopefully that might help. And hopefully we get it early enough in the battle, so it doesn't just sit at the bottom of our deck. But yeah, I might get these for sure butlers, and hopefully we don't have to heal with these rest spots, or we can go to another fucking Vongos or whatever pit or hole in these, and maybe get some gold for a shop. I think I'll go fight. We have a thieving hopper. Tries to escape the combat after 5 turns, and I think it steals a card from you, and if you don't kill it fast enough, it just fucks off with the card. But yeah, let's go. We have Big Bang. Chung chung. We get our sword, our sick-ass spear, then we have another Big Bang. We could get some more stars if we really want. He's gonna hit with 17. Oh, we can block it with just Cloak of Stars. I don't think... Yeah, we don't need stars. More stars than that. And yeah, then we can fuck him up with that. And yeah, I guess get some more stars from here, more stars from here. And swing our sword. Yeah, he's trying to seal or reflect. And he's gonna buff himself. Oh yeah, there's the course. Okay, so 3 cards this turn. Ah shit, of course we get these blocks and whatever, but at least we get some damage from this. And some sword damage from this if we can get our sword back. Now he's flying. Receives 50% less damage from attacks. Deal attack damage 5 times to stun it. But in this case he's gonna escape in 3 turns anyway, so... So we just have to kill his ass instead. Unfortunately we really don't have fire power here. But we can try and draw 2 cards with this one. Wish we had the sword in our hand, but still only Falling Star and Defend left in there. Shit! And he's gonna hit us with 15 damage, and I don't think I can do much about it with other than this 5 block here. And I don't think we will be needing this at this point. And unfortunately we can't strike him down currently. So let's defend. And also I'm curious how many stars you can actually have in your pocket, since I don't think I have ever had that many. So let's try and see for science. So 10 at least now, and we should get more next turn. And I think our sword will most likely kill him anyway, so let's just hit him normally. Eat some damage. Get some new cards. Our sword is still in there, but we can 14 damage, so falling star. Okay, we have at least, didn't even check. I think we had 13 stars then. So I guess there's no limit to the star count, maybe. Yeah, I don't think we can. Yeah, we need. No, we can kill him. Never mind. I was gonna think that the buffs on him were enough to save him, but nope. He was fucked. But yeah, always check for lethal. Lethal damage. Oh yeah, now I would have wanted this. So let's now take this one. So we can pull a card from discard pile on top of our draw pile, like sword or something. And I'm gonna upgrade. Actually, what does it give here? Oh, actually that's nice since it costs one less, so let's do that. Our energy generator stuns a power, whatever. Oh shit, this is a bad one. It's Hunter Killer. As you might imagine from the name. Every 4 you spend, so let's not spend any yet. Gonna play our big banks. See what we get. He's not gonna attack right now. Ah, fuck, of course we get all these defensive bullshits. So let's play our orbit. Apply weak and vulnerable with that gamma blast, whatever. I kinda wanna not swing my sword, but he has so much HP that we might as well. And we probably get that back with the card I just got. What the fuck was it? This cosmic indifference, so we can pull it back. Then we could defend, but no point. Oh, no, I made mistakes. I have to spend energy to get extra energy, so I should have played those defenses. I just realized. But yeah, shit like that might change when you get new shit, so always have to be paying too much attention. At least I realized it, even though a bit too late, but still. 15 damage. We can bulwark it. Draw some cards. Still weak and vulnerable. Might as well do some damage. Same with Spire. Spend those stars since we get some more stars from this. Hey, where the fuck did the defend go? Am I hallucinating? Oh, I guess I just played it. I puts them like in a like queue if you just fast play them, I guess. I usually slow play everything, so yeah, gain 1 block since he has this stupid ass buff now that whenever we play a card we lose 1 strength and dexterity this turn, so we get less block and we do less damage. So I have to pay attention to that, but luckily we get just enough block for that attack since he is weak. And now, since we have 5 energy, our discard pile should have our sword. So we can Cosmic Indifference that back. Then we need a card draw. Do we have any card draw? Of course we don't. So fuck you then. never mind. So we just have to tank 12 damage. I guess we'll do that anyway. No, a sword is coming there. Since I would have double damage swinged it with this one. If we had any card draw, but nope. And I guess I really actually should have defended first. Since now I get one less because of playing that one card. Yeah. Well, at least we take only 2 damage. Then we spend our energy. Keep forging it also. I guess me play this as well. Since now this has number 3, so next energy we spend, we get that extra energy, so next turn. And now we should get our sword back. And it should do enough damage to fuck this guy up. So 52 damage. Fuck off. And we get some gold and regen potion. Coin 5 regen. Regen heals HP at the end of your turn. Each turn regen is reduced by 1. Okay. Haven't seen that yet. Okay, this is a nice option. See, if we are filled with stars like earlier, we can actually spend them to convert them into energy. Go back and forth when needed. Some simple damage and star gain. And also you always get it back. Unless you don't use it or just discard it. Whenever you spend a star, gain 2 block for each star spent. This could be nice as well, but I really like this one. Energy generation. Oh yeah, and now our happy flower activated even. It saves the turns in between combat, so it had number 2 on it, and now it's number 3, so we get this extra energy from last combat. But okay, yeah, then we have some cockroach assholes. And all of them had the hard to kill, which reduces all damage taken, HP lost by exoskeleton to 9. So we can't do any big hits. We have to whittle them down with smaller hits, which is bad. Our deck sucks for that. So this is gonna be shitty. So we have to hit everything. I think the last one has enough HP to survive. Yeah, it needs 4 hits. Other guys will die with 3 hits if I always hit 9 or more. Oh Jesus. Like now we would get a juicy 48 damage with Conqueror and Sovereign Blade, but it doesn't help at all. This 9 is max. Stupid fucking cockroaches. But this is nice. Blockade attack damage is reflected to your attacker this turn, so we want to spend that. And is it enough? If we use it. How many? I didn't even count. 1, so 6. Yeah, it's enough. So all of the cockroaches will get hit back on their own faces. I have to save that. I don't need to spend the energy. I guess I really don't need to spend this either, but I want to spend it for the not the flower pot, but the what was it? Was it something else that I had already forgot? Oh yeah, I had some the stanza somewhere here, or the what the fuck is it? Power, yeah, orbit. So I don't have stars for Gamma Blast, so we just. We just swing one dude. And we just cast that, whatever. Double damage means nothing here. 14 damage. That doesn't spend energy, that doesn't spend energy, and this doesn't spend energy. So we will be ending our shit-ass turn like that. But at least we got the reflex. So all these big hitters mean nothing. Shit, that's annoying. But at least we have this lonely strike still left. But yeah, let's spend our... Oh, I can't even use Falling Star and the Spire. Shit! But basically we can kill one and then just, ooh shit, eat a lot of damage to our face, since only way to block now is with stars. Yeah, this is gonna be a horrible fight. Fuck. I don't need to kill this guy this turn since he's gonna buff, but I might use this weak just to lessen those guys' damages. Yeah, well, fuck it, let's just do it like this. So he hits. That's kind of like blocking, but though then we can block with stars, so it's probably a shit idea anyway. Jesus Christ, this sucks. Okay, then we get nothing but block and stars. Actually, let's drink the Bregen at this point since I really need that healing. Of course, when we get fuckloads of block there, use 3 cockroaches use this turn to buff themselves for the next one. Jesus. Guess I'll use that. Draw some cards. But yeah, I'm really lacking AoE in this. And I kinda want the reflect. Oh, actually, it's gonna come back anyway. But I can still play it now. Oh no, never mind, since I always forget that it's not... Even if it came into my hand, I have this stupid ass course, so I couldn't even play it. Ah, fuck it. Everything is going to hell. Okay, at least now 3 guys are attacking, so we can reflect. But yeah, this is a huge weakness of my build. Or deck. This guy will die to the reflect damage. These guys will take 9 each, so let's Gamma Blast him, so he dies to his own damage, since it would do 9 only to him, and he would have survived with 1 HP anyway. Jesus Christ. So 22 and 21. I guess we just defend with it. Yeah. Yes, we need the defense to reflect. Nothing else to do. There we go. There we go. Thank you. And now we want the reflect back, so it's on top. Did we get any card draw? Nope. Fuck you. Let's get some block. We don't need the energy. Like whatever. And now basically we just need attacks since we've been using just big heavy hitters instead of small sprinkling damage, so. Okay, so this guy will take... It's per hit, so he will take 15 damage, since it's 3 small hits, if I understand that correctly. So he should die to the reflect. Then we have this one count here, let's do 9 damage to him. Gain some stars, let's pull some cards. Oh, nice. I really missing these strikes that I have deleted from my hand. Yeah, he should die now. Yeah, nice, good. And only 9 HP left, so hopefully we get a big fat sword hit for the last one, but no such luck. So I'm pretty sure our sword... Is it the last one here? Yeah, it's 69 damage again. Nice. But still, only 9 would go through, so... But yeah, I guess we can't kill him yet. That's fucking stupid. At least we can block his ass. And now we get to hit with the sword. And with the Conqueror as well. So let's put that on him. And it should do 86 damage times 2, so what is it? 172 damage per swing, but no, it's 9. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, this would have been nice as well, to kill those cockroaches with 9 HP at the end of each of his turns. But yeah, tough luck. So, learning from that, we want more damage, and I'm gonna take non-star damage, though if I take this one, the Spire will get buffed, and this one, and it's an upgraded card already, so we have 2 upgraded spears then. I was gonna take this one for some basic damage and the forge, but fuck it, no more cockroaches. And now we're gonna rest since we lost so much HP on that stupid ass fight. It wasn't even an elite fight, just normal ass fight. And then we go see if we die to Knowledge Demon, the last boss of this act. So, big bangs, pull some cards, get some shit. It's gonna debuff first, so we have free reign. I think, of course, we can't spend everything since we have 1 defense, or I guess we will spend, but we get 10, 13 stars. Let's swing, get some stars. Whatever. Oh yeah, no, we don't have to even spend them. And actually, yeah, we should use this now. Enemy loses 9 HP at the end of each of his turns, so... Blop. He has demise for the rest of the fight, so if we now throw it, it should give us nice value. But yeah, he makes us to make a choice. We either pick at the end of your turn, take 6 damage, or we draw 1 fewer card each turn. And I think, depending on your build or deck, sometimes this might be bad, but I feel like taking this 6 damage this early is bad, so we will be drawing less cards. $17 damage. We can almost block all of it with Bulwark. And the problem keeps being that I keep spending my sword. But even though if we have it, we would have to block now, and we couldn't conquer or swing the blade anyway, so we don't need the power, or I guess we could spend stars to, or 17 stars to have that power or energy. Yeah, let's just forge our blade some more, and I really don't want to take even 1 extra damage, but I would have to spend 1 star for that. Now the question is it worth it? Since we have so fucking many stars, it's probably worth it to spend it. Ooh, nice. Orbit early. We get 24 damage incoming, which is not great. Weak and vulnerable. Same with Gamma Blast, and then we can defend. So first we do this for less damage, so we get the vulnerable, which increases Gamma Blast's damage. Like this. So instead of 19, it's 28. Spend those stars. And then we defend instead of our normal ass strike. Ooh, get some damage. Oh, can only play 3 cards, but since we have the course or whatever he gave us, that choice, we only get these cards anyway, so... Oh, nice, now these are starting to stack the damage from these. And we have plenty of stars, so let's fuck him up and defend. He's gonna heal and buff and attack 3 damage. Oh fuck, we got the reflect and he's not gonna attack, so it's wasted, but we can get it back, or could get it back with Cosmic Indifference, but... Oh, I guess the whole deck is gonna shuffle anyway. But do we want something into our hand for sure? Probably a Spire. Either a Spare or this Bulwark for next turn. Or actually Gamma Blast, since his buffs will run out. So let's cast this and grab our Gamma Blast back. Since we have so many stars, we can use it next turn easily. And every 4 you spend, you gain 1, so we spent... So what the fuck? It went from 1 to... Oh, never mind, it goes to the other way. Not from 1 to 4, it goes from 4 to 1. Okay, makes sense. Since the flower goes from turns from 1 to 3, like goes ascending, and this goes descending. So it's basically how many energy you still have to spend to get this benefit, I guess is the number. And here it's how many turns it has been, not how many turns you have to wait to get the benefit. That's fucked up that it's other way around. It's kind of hard to or easy to misinterpret that or understand that wrong. Or maybe I'm just stupid. But yeah, we don't have to spend shit on that. We don't want to spend that energy since it also spends our stars, so let's leave that. And we make another choice. Okay, so we have this course already, but it's only when it's in our hand, but this is for the whole. I think 3 cards is too much. Or too little at this point, since I feel like we can play a lot more, so let's take damage and hopefully we don't die too fast, but So we apply... did we have anything else? Oh, let's actually first draw some cards before Gamma Blasting his ass. Okay, never mind. So he does 14 and 7 from here, so 21. Let's gain some stars. Use some stars and some defend, and we take 1 damage. Cosmic Indifference. Our sword is here, I think. Yes, it's coming up. Do we want something back? Maybe Gamma Blast again, back from here. Since it's so early, it will take quite a while to get it back. And we get 21 damage incoming. Even with weakness. And unfortunately, now when we have energy, we don't get the sword at the same turn as Conqueror, so our combo is too unstable, we don't usually get it, so that's not a good combo, or not a consistent combo. But yeah, let's spend the energy and get our Gamma Blast back to get more debuffs, even though we can increase them by 1 with this. The mini Gamma Blast. And we get extra energy for next turn since we spend 2 energy on these. Yeah. Let's fuck him up with those. Oh, those spears have been really nice. The sword has been disappointing for a while now. I think the trick is to actually retain the sword and not swing it like instantly. That's probably the problem, since I should just keep it in my hand until the Conqueror comes up. So I'm just playing wrong. Because that's exactly what retain is for, I'm pretty sure. For easier comboing, obviously. But yeah, he's healing and doing some tiny damage. Unfortunate since we have Reflect now, but we will tank the damage with this. Give it back to him. And we might as well forge our sword with this, even though we don't need to block. Then we reapply our debuffs, save the Cloak of Stars since it only uses stars. Oh yeah, I forgot the disintegration 7 damage, but luckily we had fuckloads of block. Ah shit, this card draw is now fucked up with these courses, but luckily I guess we only get the same 3 cards only with this course, so not too great. Oh, it's a nice turn since he will be debuffing and not doing anything, so perfect. Not too bad. Disaster avoided. Also make our third choice. Oh, we gain 1 less per turn. Oh shit. I think at this point I'd rather not take this so I can actually kill him and just start taking 15 per round instead. Or maybe 15 per round is too much since it's on top of his normal attacks and he still has 104. But my sword should annihilate him if I just can get it, but I think it's still there. Yeah, hopefully I won't regret this energy. I get some more time. Oh. I guess I have 9 energy out of nowhere. I don't even know how I got it. Oh, is it the ice cream? To the rescue. That's about it. I didn't even realize. That's why we have so much. I totally forgot about the ice cream. I just kept playing like, oh, I just have extra energy here and there. And just playing it because of the orbit. But yeah, 15 damage plus 7, so 22 damage incoming. We could get more energy from here. More stars. I guess we just eat the damage. Fuck it, we can't do anything else. Just swing. Oh, luckily he still has vulnerable, so this Spire will do 46 damage. Jesus Christ. Not too much, but... yeah. So if we survive this, barely, with 12 HP... Oh no, we took the damage, so... Now finally, the stupid-ass sword to the rescue. 83 damage. There we go. Jesus fucking Christ. Then some gold and rare cards again. Oh, more big bangs. Ooh. Sovereign Blade is now deals damage to all enemies. I guess since we are all in the sword, and we have 2 upgraded big bangs already, this is my new dream. Big fat AoE hit with the sword. Okay, then we arrive at the last floor. We have the door maker as the boss here. So let's see, we go here, avoid the elites. So I would like some more relics, so avoiding elites is bad for that. But we surf between two elites here. And then we get to choose fuckloads of fights or 2 random events. Also, we are not getting a shop, but I guess we have opportunities to waste our gold at stupid-ass Torres. Oh, there's a shop, never mind. I was gonna say waste them at stupid-ass Torres or halls or whatever, so... Only one shop at the end, that's fine. We take this road and Jesus take the wheel. But first, we talk to a big-ass demon guy. Vaku, fuck you, the first demon. And he knows of us and he can help us and we can help him. One enthrall to your deck. Gain energy at the start. Oh, that's kind of fucked up. So, we get 1 energy start of each turn, but every turn we get that stupid ass course. We spend 2 energy to get rid of it, so... If you have a big deck, it's not as much as a problem. Since you don't see it too often, but... See that add 2 random courses and 3 wishes to your deck. What? Oh, put a card from your draw pile into your hand. Okay, that's nice. But it exhausts it, so it's once per fight, but 3 cards of those. So really nice cards, obviously, but random courses sound really bad, so fuck that shit. And create an ethereal copy of first attack you play each turn. So this creates a copy that if we don't use it, it vanishes from our hand. But since it's a copy, that's okay. So this basically doesn't have a downside, I guess. So I don't want to try my luck with random ass courses, and I don't kind of don't like this course either. So even though that's really nice bonus since we are energy starved now and then, but ice cream will help us. So let's take the music box instead. And off we go. And we got this big boy, Devoted Sculptor. But first we do some big banging. And now I'm not gonna swing my sword, I'm gonna save it. We have 5 energy. So we forget our sword is fatter. Gonna swing our Spire instead. Oh, and since it wasn't our first attack, I already forgot this, that we get an ethereal copy, so we can swing again, though we have to pay the cost, but we don't really have much that we use. We would have defend or strike, but double Spire hit is nice, perfect. And then we get some stars back. And we actually swing normally. But yeah, I have to remember now the first attack of every turn, so it could have been the normal attack that I just did last. Since I completely forgot already about the music box like 5 seconds after getting it. Okay, but yeah, he does this ritual which gives him 5 strength at the end of its turn. So basically he gets fuckloads of attack power every turn. And Seeking Edge, we don't want AoE for this fight, so it's wasted energy. But now we have Sovereign here, Conqueror here, and we have extra for Crescent Spear. And it's first attack, so we don't have enough energy to attack. Or do we want to attack twice with the blade? No. Since we could attack 2 times with the spear for 2 energy and 2 stars. And then we have 2 energy. Oh, never mind. Since Conqueror uses 1 energy. Shit. Math too hard. Let's apply vulnerable. Oh fuck, that was an attack. Shit! I was gonna put vulnerable and then swing with the sword. But actually, that still might be enough. Yeah, it should be enough, yeah. Never mind. Exactly as I planned. No mistakes made. But yeah, there's so much to remember and see and keep up with. But let's see, Kingly Kick. When I draw this card, cost. Oh, okay, so if you keep cycling your deck fast, if you have a small deck, then you can cycle faster and get this cheaper earlier. But we probably want this pair. Or I guess we could have used this against the cockroaches as well, this Crush Under. For AoE, but fuck that shit. We take more spares. So then we have 3 spares, and this is an upgraded one. So 3 upgraded spares, and they each boost themselves as well. So gonna be some sick ass spare fighting. Okay, these 2 assholes, Living Shield and Turret Operator. So basically this guy will keep shielding him with 25 block. Also, I have Seeking Edge now. So if I get lucky with maybe the Conqueror. Well, let's see what happens first. Nope, never mind. So. Forge 7. And 1 energy, so we get 28 here to both. It doesn't kill either of them, so it's not so useful. But instead we could kill the shield guy instantly with the spares. Since it's 68 damage. And actually we could kill this guy. So we don't have to care about his shield, and he does way less damage than the Turret Operator. And if we really wanted to, we could Gamma Blast before, since we have enough stars for this and 2 spares. So let's see. So 64, he has 66. So we would have to Gamma Blast him first. Fuck it. So I don't have the resources to use this. Okay, never mind. If I used Seeking Edge first, then I could have swinged twice with this 28. Okay, never mind. They still wouldn't have died. It's only 6 damage, and I don't think I have anything to block with. Guess I'm fine. Do I need those stars? Fuck it. Forget the sword with more damage. Swing. Oh yeah, never mind. Just math is hard sometimes. There's a dexterity potion and more cards. Okay, 2-star emergency block that you can keep spamming your extra stars if you need it. But now we would get an upgraded Crush Under, just in case we need AoE on the way to the boss. Since I know the boss doesn't have multiple minions, it's only single target. But also I would really like this better block as well, since it's upgraded as well. Globe Head. powers are afflicted with galvanized. Oh yeah, he puts galvanized on my cards. So basically high voltage. So if I use these cards, I take damage. But luckily our big bangs were not affected. And he has a lot of HP, so we probably don't want to swing, but we want to block and forgate more. So now we are blocking fully. If we don't play Orbit. If I defend first, or if I just defend, I can play Orbit, then I have 1 energy for Spire, yeah. Oh, I should have played that first, because I just spent on the defend. Fuck. Jesus Christ. There we go. No more energy, our sword is saved. Seeking Edge, nice, we don't need that anyway. Okay, now first attack, duplicate. So we could swing twice, but it's not enough. 68 damage is not enough. So we will get another Gamma Blast, but we don't have the stars for it unless we use this. And now we could use this twice for 80 damage. I'm not gonna be able to swing twice if I Gamma Blast first, so I need to swing 1 Spare without Vulne. So I get it duplicated in my hand. Then I Gamma Blast, and I still have stars and energy left for another Spear and something, maybe defend or whatever. Yeah, so Spear first for second Spear, Gamma Blast for the debuffs, and Spear should kill now. Yeah, nice. We are learning. Well, next turn, draw 3 cards. And it still keeps offering us this AoE, this Crush Under, an upgraded version, so... Oh, these would be nice instead of the normal ass blocks. Unfortunately, this one isn't upgraded. Yeah, I keep trusting that. How many we have? Potentially 2 battles, 3, 4 battles. Hopefully, we don't need AoE in those battles. Since I want to take this Scattering Light instead. Oh, but I have this potion that does 10 damage to each, so we have some AoE. Okay, hungry for mushrooms. How long has it been since you ate? Wait, what's that fantastic smell? Following the scent, you reach a cozy campground with all manner of tasty mushrooms being cooked. You don't consider the safety of eating these mushrooms because you're so hungry. So hungry that you don't notice the dead adventurer. Oh shit. Okay, so we either get a big mushroom for draw 2 fewer cards at the start of each. What the fuck, nope. Oh yeah, only for the start, so. Raise your max HP by 20. Or Fragrant, lose 15 HP. Jesus, but upgrade 3 random. I'm kind of willing to lose the HP for those 3 upgrades, since even if these bullshit defenses get upgraded, that's fine at this point. But I still have Cosmic Indifference, Layer Reflect, Gather Light, and Seeking Edge, and shit like that to be upgraded here, so... Yeah, let's gamble with the HP. Oh, nice. Only, was it hidden? It was the hidden cache and reflect. And Gather Light, yeah. Really nice. Way too nice, since now Gather Light is basically double defend with the same cost, and it gives a star. So that's why you would want to get rid of the basic ass cards unless you have something that you can use them with for like special stuff. But at this point, I'll try to get rid of them. And I could run into this one shop and get rid of one, but then my route goes past these 2 rest points where I can upgrade shit and to an elite instead, so fuck that shit. Bird. Owl Magistrate. Big ass owl. 16. Oh, now we actually have Sovereign Blade and Conqueror at the same hand. Jesus Christ. And we have enough energy even, so... Jesus, take the wheel. I wish we had 2 more Forge cards here, so we could Forge the sword higher, but we take what we can. Oh, never mind, since I already forgot about the double attack. But I kinda want to defend instead of get my ass kicked for free, since we just spent HP. And I don't wanna rest too much, I would rather upgrade my cards, since I still have something else, like Falling Star or whatever, instead of the normal defenses to upgrade at the campfires. So... Ah, fuck, it's double damage. I guess we can block just 7. No, let's not be too greedy. Let's... Cosmic Indifference, and we get Conqueror back for next turn. Even though we lose our sword, but we couldn't return it at that point. Then you might ask, why did I bring Conqueror back? Well, don't ask me, I don't know. Ask someone else. 24 damage incoming. We can easily block without the dexterity potion. Yeah. Buff our sword. We don't even have attacks for this round. What the fuck do I have 2 swords here? Oh, because I actually hit with 2 swords. No, I don't know. I swing with 1 sword and then it made another copy, so now we have actually visually 2 swords as well. That's nice. So let's fill our hand with swords. But let's see. So 24, so this gather light, or we want more stars and then we use Cloak of Stars instead. Since this only gives 1 star, so we spend 1 star and get 5. Okay, he's gonna go up in the air, or up in the ass of Timo. Then he's gonna do a big hit afterwards. So we can prepare that for with this week will move all the way to that turn, so let's blast his ass. And another, I think. Do we have enough stars, or do I want to save? I guess we can get more with that. So now we have a nice amount of debuffs there. Use our hidden katse. Forge with 15, so now double the damage. And I think if we now don't use strike for 7 damage, or I guess how much damage is it? 10 damage, we should have our ice cream bring this 2 energy with us. So I rather save that 1 energy and not swing with strike. And we don't need this, or do we need 7 Forge? We don't need the AoE, but I think I rather not spend 1 energy to get 7 Forge for both swords. And since ice cream should bring us, if we now press this, we should have at least 5 energy next turn. Perfect. Ice cream is pretty OP, I guess. But of course we get this stupid ass Kursa, so... Fuck. I can only play 3 cards, so maybe double block instead of orbit and then hit with a spare. Or do I want to change 5 damage for this? I think I'm fine with the energy, so... Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Double attack, so double the spear, and it actually does... How much damage? Oh yeah, since it's flying, it takes less attack damage. Well, whatever, we fuck him up. And just... Whatever, not block and just be greedy. Just try to fuck him up as fast as possible. Now we can reflect. We have enough stars. It's not an attack, it's not gonna duplicate. Oh, and we can kill him anyway. With double spear. There we go. 69. Lots of 69s this run. Whenever you create a card, gain 4 block. Not even sure when we are creating cards. Just some nice damage and star gain, so basically better strikes. But, or our favorite, more crescent spears. Of course, more of those. Then we take the campfire, and this time I will rest. So we're still missing 7 HP. But we can upgrade in the next one. This chest has gold and bag of preparation. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Oh, that's nice. More options. Since we usually have more energy at the start anyway, because of those big bangs. And then we upgrade. Not many left to upgrade. And we only get more block and more forge on those. No. Yeah. And I guess upgrading one of these would be fine, but it only gives 3, so might as well put it on Cloak of Stars instead, or Cosmic Indifference. Cloak of Stars or this one. Yes, I feel like I use both a lot. And I usually have more stars than energy, so probably more often can manage to use Cloak of Stars. Since it doesn't use energy like the other one. That's my conclusion. Oh, and we can still upgrade. Anyway, unless we die here. Oh shit. Fabricator summoning minions. Okay, remember duplication attack. Do we have dexterity and damage? So big bangs first. And we have enough hand size to pull these, yes. So how much damage we can... We still want to use Spire since the Spires don't need buffs. For sword needs the forge, so we have 3 Spire attacks. So almost killing him instantly, and 3, and we still get enough for the blade, so he just dies. Unless I... fuck it, I think I calculated it correctly. Or I didn't. But luckily we have this one asteroid here, so... Fuck it. Easy win. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is for a fat turn. Use 2 energy to get 2 energy next turn and some extra damage in between. Fill your hand with debris. Oh yeah, you have to play those debris away to get rid of them, or they keep circling in your deck, so fuck that. I think I'd rather have the second bulwark since that is upgraded already. health is fine, so we upgrade Cosmic Indifference. But now I have such a good roll going on, so it would be probably better to actually go and try the Elite. But I'm really scared of it. If it's some kind of fucked up Elite monster. But the Relic might help us with the boss. But getting to the boss might be better with more HP by going through the simple minion instead. And because I'm a coward... Oh, shit. Because I'm a coward, I will go like this. But yeah, this guy, the lost one, steals strength from us, so attack power basically, and this fat forgotten one steals our dexterity, so we get less block. And they just keep stacking them. So first things first, time to Big Bang. Big Bang. And we have one spare, so we can probably kill the other one at least. And Seeking Edge would be nice if we had more damage on the sword. Because we could use this for 7, so it's 28 damage for both, and we could swing twice with the double attack. But it's not nearly enough. Since the sword needs to ramp up so much. But yeah, luckily we can just fuck them up anyway, since they won't attack first. So might as well get Orbit going. Then we get 2 spares. And then we have 2 more energy. I guess we can... I'll save the sword, not gonna swing the sword. I guess I'll put Seeking Edge on and then strike. So I'm gonna kill the strength guy first, so he doesn't gimp our damage. Oh yeah, and the spare keeps increased damage since we create a new copy of it, even though it's an ethereal that would disappear if we didn't play it, but since it's a new star cost card, we get 43 instead of 40. Yeah, that's what's happening, of course. Makes perfect sense. We could just kill this guy straight up. That's probably worth it instead of... Yeah, we don't need Seeking Edge, since we would only use that to get them both, but if we can just straight up kill this guy, it's most likely worth it. We'll keep our strength. Strength like that, or he would return it after killing or dying, but... Yeah, fuck it. We don't want to use our Cloak of Stars, so... I will use Ice Cream to bring the last energy with me. Since it's kind of now choice between Ice Cream and this, do we want this extra here? But I think Ice Cream is better for this now. Oh, fuck the course. Uh, 15 damage. I can't block it all. And I don't want to use the dexterity potion here because this will last for the whole boss fight instead of just this fight. So it's not the end of turn dexterity, it's for the whole fight, so we'll be eating some damage since I can't double spare kill him. But at least we can punish him quite hard. Block, and we don't need the forehand. We don't need this either since we can't swing, so take 7 damage and then hopefully fuck him up, or not since we get Reflect and Bulwark. Oh, but there's a card draw here. doesn't help. Guess I can use the cosmic fuck you and get the Spire on top for next turn, since that will most likely just kill him with the double Spire anyway, even with the shield. Or am I missing something? I guess I'll bring the energy with me. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh, I guess we have 4 Spares to swing at him. Nice. Speed potion. Yeah, here's an end of turn dexterity potion instead of this 2 dexterity for the whole battle. So. Oh, this would be sick. Sick for those high star turns. Nice AoE finally when we don't need it anymore. But summon fort. Oh yeah, this is nice one, since it puts Sovereign Blade into your hand from anywhere, so we actually get it into our hand and not on top of deck. So we have enough star gain, so summon force. This our friendly helping minion will bring our sword to us. The same guys who are carrying our stone throne down there. We actually get to spend some gold. I kinda want to remove one of our defense, since these are completely filler now. Oh, draw 6 cards. Won't need this anymore, most likely. I guess this would be nice for an extra energy, but I really like this one, since if you hit some nice card in your draw pile and you get replay 2, so basically you play the card and then it plays normally and then 2 times after for free. So, for example, if we get those pairs or the sword, then we get 3 swings at the price of 1, so that's pretty fucking sick. First, you can block from a card each combat double. Okay, so only first we get the double block. Oh, and this is a nice one, since every 10 attacks which we tend to use, we get some extra energy now and then. If you end your turn with no cards in your hand, deal 20 damage to all enemies. I guess we usually have some cards in this deck, at least. So we could use some better potions, since this explosive ampoule is not useful in the next boss. It's some free damage, but not the greatest, so probably a better idea to actually get any random power for free instead of 10 damage here. So we're gonna discard this explosive potion. I'm not gonna buy any of the relics. So buy the power potion. Then I'm gonna get rid of one of my... Oh, actually, let's get rid of this fucking Kurse, since we can actually do that as well. I completely forgot. Since obviously I rather take a defend from my back or draw pile instead of a Kurse, so. And if we have some extra energy, I guess we could we have enough high heavy hitters. We don't need these for damage. We would use it for stars, and the boss fight we don't have many extra targets anyway to kill. We have at least, I think, 2 targets we can use this on. And you can stack these powers, since we have 1 orbit we could get another and just stack them, but probably an overkill. But I guess panic card draw, even though it's 2 energy, it might save our ass. Not sure if it's a downgrade or not to the whole deck, but... And also I think I'll get rid of the 1 turn dexterity potion and instead buy this draw 3 cards. Just as an emergency. Whenever we want we can ring this and get 3 new cards if it seems like shit. And we actually need something else totally. Yeah, let's do that. Discard this potion. Buy this, and then we can't get anything worthwhile since I probably don't want this Cosmic Indifference. Since we have enough... It has a nice effect, but we have enough block cards. Will it be worth it to put it on top of draw pile, since we don't have like too many card draw cards actually. So getting it on the same turn is usually not a thing. But obviously it might be useful to get the more better cards that we want to recycle back. But it's still filling the deck as 1 card that might be something more useful instantly. Obviously I would like to replace the defense with that, but that's not an option. And you can only remove 1 card per visit. So we couldn't have spent our gold on removing those defense either. Since I most likely want to return on top of my pile either the sword or summon fort. Now we have 2 options. And I guess summon fort would be probably better. Since it summons the... I guess it costs to get the sword back, but still. Or we might want to get a spare just in case, so since that seems to be our high damage option now until the sword is ramped up. Yeah, I'll just get it and see. Maybe I'll regret it, maybe I don't. 9 gold left. Last campsite. And we might top up our HP instead of upgrading, since we still have Falling Star and Conqueror. Seeking Edge we won't be needing. Actually that's a bad card now to have. Oh yeah, Cosmic Indifference. Or actually let me see, what does this one... Oh, it draws 9 cards. Jesus fucking Christ. So basically it would have to be the only card in your hand. You would have to have energy to use it and use energy after you draw all the cards. Since your hand limit is 10. That's pretty niche, I think. Probably no reason to use it for this deck. As an upgraded one, it's too many cards. I think Cosmic Indifference block will probably, the 3 block we get if we upgrade that is less useful than getting full HP at this point before the boss, I think. Since we will get 14 HP. So that... Also, I don't think the boss has any effects that care if it comes through or not. So higher block only reduces damage taken in that fight. So we would basically need to use this 4 or 5 times to get the full value compared to the heal. So that being said, I will be resting and filling my HP instead. Okay, then it's the door. Just a door. But since we saw it here, there was some what door maker was the actual boss, but here we have a door. Just bang. So 25 damage incoming. I would have liked the reflect. But we can use 1 star and 2 energy to block it fully. So we have 4 stars and 3 energy, so we can at least 2 spares. And then even start with the spare, falling star, then spare. Then we have used 4 stars, and we have 1 star for Cloak of Stars. Yeah. And 2 energy here, 2 energy here, and we still have 1 energy if we want, which we'll be using here, so we get more stars. Yeah. So first spare, so we get it. Oh, potions. Dexterity, if nothing else, since that will last for the whole fight. And we have space, we have 2 card space left in our hand, so let's get a random power for free. Unlucky, no expensive powers, but that's not always the thing you want when you spend stars. Okay, that would be nice. Block from the stars spent. Or if you spend stars, we deal 3 damage. Or extra cards if we spend. Like now would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we would be spending 5 cards in this turn already, so it's still, that's usable, but I kind of want to block 1. Since it's a heavy hitting boss. And I feel like this AoE damage is, since it's AoE, it's not so high per star, so I'm feeling the block. And we can become child of the stars. And it's free to play because of the potion. And okay, then we duplicate our spare. We can't put the vuln before that because that would duplicate this falling star instead. So we have to raw dog with 1 spare. Then we vulne, also that lowers its damage, so we wouldn't need actually, don't have to spend a star to Cloak of Stars. Bulwark is enough because of our dexterity. Perfect. And let's go. We forge our sword. Since this is a long fight, we probably will ramp up the sword into nice damage, since even with just this, it's now with the double damage card, it's better than the spare, or even though it costs 2 energy, but still. And we could save our ice cream energy, but I rather take extra stars. Of course, we are fully blocking the attack, so let's do that. And actually next turn our happy flower gives us 1 extra energy. Our Plants vs Zombies sunflower, I guess. If you are familiar with the game. Yeah, cloak, no need. And we end the turn. Bonk. We get hit by random paint door. Okay, so it's now it's 30 damage. Dear to 30. We are keeping our sword. We don't need 48 from that probably. Fuck, this is bad. And I guess it might be worth it to actually spend these 2 stars on this card, since we have the ice cream. It should bring the energy with us. So else this just goes to discard instead, if we feel like we have We still need stars, obviously, but... And also double attack, so I can kill him with 2 swings of sword. Then we get another phase. Or I can use Summon Fort to get 8 damage here. Which is not enough, since we need 1, but... Then I could spend... since I don't want to overkill him too much, since the actual target is more important. But he's threatening us with 30 damage, so killing him now would be probably worth it. And I don't want to draw cards with potions yet. I'm not that desperate yet. But I can only block 18 damage, which I'm not happy with. I would rather kill him and not take damage at all. But it is expensive to do that. I lose my sword, I lose my no, I guess I would lose this anyway. But these 3 stars here, this weak and vulnerable will go to waste on this guy otherwise. So I kind of want... I think I have... was it 1 upgraded spear that I have? No, I still... Oh, never mind. I have 3 here since the copies. So I have 3 spares coming. I probably don't want to one of those on top of my discard pile anyway. I'm thinking of blocking just partial of the damage. Paying HP so I don't have to spend my stars to kill him, basically at this point. And actually, I might want to either return Bulwark or this hidden cache. With Cosmic Indifference. Then defend, we have 18 block. Fuck. Or if I spend 6 stars, I can kill him with double Gamma Blast. Since first one will give Vulne, and that will duplicate, then I blast him again, and that will kill him. But then I have 4 energy that I can move to the next round. If I don't spend on anything else. But if I don't have stars, I can't use my spares. So, no to that idea. So I think I'll rather just block, defend. Get my stars. We face tank some damage. We defend. Oh, I might Gamma Blast still once just to make him weaker, but... Yeah, let's do that. Fuck it. Let's spend the stars. So now it's 13, now it's 22 damage. So now we take no damage. We spent 3 stars to prevent that, so I guess that's fine. We don't have to spend it again. And at this point I don't want extra energy from this. Because we have so little stars. And I don't need the sword in my hand. And I don't want to pay 1 energy to forge 8 to buff this, since I rather take that energy with me to the next turn. And after all that bullshit, let's end the turn. But yeah, perfect. Unfortunately we got Conqueror for this turn. Though, actually, if I hit him now with the sword, he dies, and the boss... actual boss, the Door Maker, should appear, and then I might be able to Conqueror, and since this will be duplicated before that, double swing him. Or double damage swing him. something from here. Did I only have... I have only one Gamma Blast, so I think I want my Gamma Blast back. This is not an attack, it will not be duplicated. I just want my Gamma Blast back next turn. Since these debuffs won't transfer to the other boss unit. So if I swing, yeah, he appears stunned. I'm still in my same turn. Oh fuck, I need one energy. Shit! Can I help with the draw? Oh, nope. Fuck. Too bad. Or do I get energy from somewhere? Nope. I don't have the orbit on. Orbit still here, or what the fuck? Oh, yeah, it is. Sunflower doesn't give anything here, so... Fuck. Plan ruined. Now I... Oh yeah, this is an ethereal, so if I don't swing now, this disappears, so... I might as well swing, and then I have two swords next time when I can pull this. Since this is an ethereal sword, not a real sword, but I can't double damage with this. Fuck! Stupid ass energy. Yeah, let's just swing so we get two swords. Since we have lots of HP to go through. So 31. We don't have enough stars to spare and Gamma Blast. I still have 3 draw here. Glow would be optimal at this point, I think. But if I get 3 cards, it's highly likely that I get shit instead. But I really need those stars. Shit. But yeah, defending 7 probably doesn't help much, but should probably just suffer this turn. Did I have star generators here? I do. I'll just try and see what I get. Plop, plop, plop. Okay, nice. Forget. Too bad I can't use that. This is almost the same, and we can actually block with this. We have 1 more energy, and let's actually get orbit going, so let's ramp up. Our double swords here get buffed. And then we can block for... Actually, we can block the whole shit if we want. Or I guess I can take 1 damage. Just spend 1 star. Never mind. Oh yeah, since I have this power, 2 block for each star spent. Since I spend 1 star, I get 2 block, so now I have more than enough. Nice. Perfect. But yeah, now he's gonna swing hard, and then he's gonna escape and turn into a door again. Unfortunately for him, blocked attack damage. So if I can stack block, 40 block, he's gonna hit himself in the face. But at least 23 or 25 or whatever I get. Oh fuck, I need stars for that, but luckily we have this. So if we reflect... What about gather light as well? So we can almost reflect the whole... I guess we can reflect the whole thing if we just hunch down. I would like to get some stars from this. So first off, let's reflect anyway. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, and this gives us full reflect. Yeah, nice. Then we can get stars from this. We'll save the spare for later. since this is double whammy, we save the damage taken and we give all back that we block. So if I didn't have reflect, I would swing the Spire instead. But I need those stars, since I get 1 from this and then 5 from this. Oh, and we can actually swing, right? Only 1 energy left, so no double swing. Oh, almost double swing if it was number 1 instead of number 2 here. But yes, spend star, swing. So next turn we have extra energy from Orbit, no from Happy Flower. Then now he should take 40 to face, and bloop, he turns into a door again. Or goes back behind the door. But yeah, since we create these copies, we're actually ramping up our Crescent Spear as well. Hey! Hello and welcome, thanks for the raid. Beep pop. Since we get 3 additional damage each time we get those Ethereal Spears, and if we play them, so they don't disappear. Basically like a shit ramp, but still some ramping damage anyway. But yeah, let's see, 28 damage. I think we're just gonna get fucked, basically. Yeah, we can block... Spend stars here, so 14, 21. Not too bad. Oh, but if we gain... Was it spent stars? Yeah, each star spent is. So we can get more from these spears as well. Hey, hello. Going pretty great. Just my brain is in chaos trying to math all this out as a noob. But if we hit with these spears, we get some armor as well, so let's start swinging. We get the extra energy from the orbit, so we have back to full energy. And then we make sure we use the ethereal one, not the real one, so this goes back into our discard pile, so it buffs all the other spears. We have enough stars, so we can just block as it was meant. Swing the ethereal spear, get some more block, more damage, more stack. It stays now there. And do we want? We probably want more stars. But do I want to swing once more? Yeah, I do. And then if we block, we only take 1 measly amount of damage. And we get orbit extra energy for the next turn. Oh yeah, it's really hard game for me as well. But yeah, I have won with I think 3 characters with the easiest difficulty. And I'm now trying to win with this guy. But yeah, I haven't played Slay the Spire 1 before, but this is really hard. Yeah, no wonder, since this is really hard game, I think. Especially if you don't play games like this normally. Like, so much math and confusion everywhere. Okay, but isn't this one somehow... I guess the basic idea is the same as Slay the Spire 1, but some differences, I think. I haven't played it myself, but that's what people are saying, I guess, that there's some stuff that has changed, which kind of makes sense, I guess, since it's a second game. But yeah, now we only take 1 damage. I think my favorite so far is probably was it the Necromancer? What was the name of her? But the one with the extra hand pet. I felt like most confident with her, but I guess thematically I like this guy with these giant ass swords that ramp. Yeah, Osti, the hand. Right. Hey, and thanks for the follow. But yeah, I've won with the Ironclad, the Silent, and the Necromancer. So I still have to complete a run with this King guy and the defect as well. But yeah, it's kind of hard to learn the characters since I have no idea about the game and every character plays a bit different. So I'm glad you like it, but I guess the average Finnish person might sound like this. Not sure. Also called a rally English in here, I guess, since Finnish rally car drivers tend to speak bad English, so we call it a rally English accent. But yeah, let's see if we bring down this door. Yeah, rally cars, like the racing and driving. I think Tommi Mäkinen, if you have ever heard of him, or Tommi Mäkiainen, might be the most famous one. Or Keke Roosberg. But I think if I now hit him, then I get a free reign rest of the turn again. So if I can I tank that damage? I probably can't tank the damage. I thought I could maybe delay and wait for better hand to go into the like bonus round or whatever. Actually, what do I have here in the discard? If I want, I can get one Spire with Cosmic Indifference and get that for next round. But also I really don't want to swing my sword now. But actually, I have my other sword somewhere here. Okay, yeah, still the Ethereal sword is there. So probably yeah, swing the sword. I don't have to block, but I want these stars and some card for next round. Hey, thanks for popping by and have a nice day or evening or whatever time it is there. And we'll see if we can finish this run or not. I think I want to get a Spire. Yeah, Spire. Then hidden cash for the stars since I'm running out. Oh, never mind, I can't. I only take the Spire or whatever and then swing. Fuck it, let's just swing it. Then we only see his mouth, but he's stunned now. We can also now put in third sword already. But I think the 47 damage, since he's so high HP still, I'd rather take more stars. And then I either take one more extra star, orbit next turn, also happy flower next turn as well, so 2 extra energy next turn. And 3 if I save this energy with the ice cream. There's lots of shit that can come from here. And is it 3 spares? And also, did I have my sword fetching? Yeah, summon 4th is still here and actual 1 sword. And Conqueror. So if I get really lucky, I might get Conqueror and summon 4th or the sword, and then I can just blast his ass. But still not enough to kill him, obviously. But yeah, I probably want to save the energy instead of getting any of these on top of the pile. Actually, no. If I have limited time only to hit him until he escapes behind the other door, I might as well discard or get a spare from discard pile so I can double spare him. That's probably worth it, hopefully. But yeah, let's not get the ethereal, but a normal one. And I have 3 stars, so I can double spare. Also now 3 swords. Oh, 1 sword gone, because that was ethereal, never mind. But 2 is fine, we only need 1 anyway. So 36 attack coming. Only attack is the spare. Oh yeah, and we get the extra stars from the card. Already forgot. But we can't glow if I want to bulwark that damage. Yes, probably bulwark. Then we get 1 extra. Oh yeah, I get 1 extra from orbit when I spend 1. And then actually I will spend 2 to bulwark, 2 to these pairs, and then I get 1 more extra, so I can defend, I guess, or whatever comes from here that costs 1. Jesus, this is so complicated. If all that happens, as long as I play an attack, this attack first, but we can... do I need to see my options like this? Oh, okay. Prophesize, nope. And of course, no 1 cost, only 2 cost cards. Well, whatever. Because we will bulwark to stay alive. It's not an attack, it will not duplicate. 3 funny swords get stronger. And then we swing. Oh, and we still have Cloak of Stars, nice. And we get armor from swinging these since we are spending stars. Jesus, that's nice. And we can actually block the full thing, even without spending defend, which means we use Ice Cream to move this 1 energy further. So, is that it? Yeah. Don't defend, that's enough. Perfect. And we have enough energy and stars for spare Gamma Blast spare. And he's hitting 45 and then escaping again. We can get... we spend 3 stars here. Oh, no, we can't. We need for Gamma Blast, so... do I just eat the 45? I kinda don't want to, since it's literally half of my HP. I can get some block from spending these 6 stars. Like 12 block from those, if I just go on offense. I can only gain energy with stars, not the other way this time. But if nothing else, I'm gonna swing anyway. First. To duplicate the attack. Then I could Gamma Blast and Crescent Spear, since these... oh yeah, these cost just stars. Kind of feeling that it's... is it worth it? Is it... it's 2 vulnerable and 19 damage from this, and then 50% more here, so 29 or something, whatever. Instead of 23 or whatever we get from Reflect. So we trade HP, lose HP, but we gain damage from here and here, instead of just the Reflect damage and save some HP. So fuck it, Gamma Blast. This should now do fuckloads of damage, 87. Oh, and we have random, this lonely strike since the beginning of the game. Oh, and Gamma Blast weak drops that down as well, so that's nice. Fucking perfect. Also, I should have saved that. I don't need that damage, though, whatever. I could have used the energy next turn, but at least it went to vulnerable, so it did some more. But yeah, one more door. It's not over yet. Mm. 31 damage, so if nothing else, we only have 1 star to spend. This is a skill, we get more energy from orbit. And I can summon forth my sword, spoils of battle, and swing if I really want to. Or just keep... Oh, okay, I guess it brings 3 swords instead of just 1, which is bad, since this would have been nice with a high energy turn, since these are ethereal, so I have to play these swords or these ones disappear. So if I knew it would bring all the swords... What does the card say, actually? Put Sovereign Blade into your hand from anywhere, so... not all Sovereign Blades, so... Bad rules, bad interaction, but whatever. Since we can spend 1 energy... Can we tank 31? I guess we can. Spoils of battle. Make fat swords, and then we swing one of the ethereal ones. 1 disappears, and we keep this original one, since it's not ethereal and has retained, so... Oh, and never mind, we get more energy, since orbit, so we can actually defend. And we get 2 ethereals, so both of those will disappear, but the original will stay. I wish I had Conqueror for next turn. Since I can down this with Crescent Spear and Crescent Spear. But then I don't have... and then I play Crescent Spear twice, spend 2 energy. Then I need to spend 1 more for orbit, so spend Conqueror to double the damage on the boss that appears after I spend these 2 spears, since this one will die with 2 spears. And so spend 2 here, 1 here, I have 1 left, orbit gives me 1, I have 2 left, I can swing the sword to the boss with double damage with the Conqueror, since the 2 spears will kill this target from under. That's my plan. And do we have stars for vulnerable? Yeah, we can use this on the boss, so he's probably going to die, most likely, hopefully. Since we have 3 stars left after the spears, yeah, so let's swing. Swing the ethereal spear. We get boss hands. Oh yeah, he's gonna fucking die. Then double the attack. Oh, almost. Since this... Do we need to double? What the fuck? No, this is a skill. So Sovereign Blade deals double the damage. If we put that there, spend the energy, we should get... Yeah, I guess even if we go with Falling Star and swing once, it's dead, but I want to do the max damage. So... Then we get, yeah, the energy. Now we can swing for double the damage. We can't swing twice anyway, he's gonna die, so we might as well put a vulnerable on him. With our stars. And now he has vulnerable and he has Conqueror, so this should do 258 damage for 1 swing. And I guess that's more than enough. And he's dead. Nice. Jesus Christ. And now the Act 3 boss is dead, so we head forward and we find the architect here. I've arrived, you there, commoner. Is this the top? Just I need quiet. And we respond to him, I'll teach you some manners, which will be not a good idea. Since he'll just one-shot us. And victory, maybe. But hey, our 4th victory, so we have dealt 4 times that damage, but all of us together have dealt 22 billion damage to him, and it's still not enough. So maybe someday he will die. But we did our part. Almost 5,000 damage to him. I think it's always the same each run, I'm pretty sure. Since that should be the 4 run. 4 times this is the same, this one, yeah. And our cowardly run, as you see, no elites killed. But we get some experience for general unlocks. And I think character-specific unlocks. So we have these discovered epochs, and these open new stuff. Also some new cards, so we can go back to unlocks. Here's also the devil that we made a deal with earlier. Unlock by accumulating score, so traitors. And another nice placeholder art. One of many ancients, Neof, the whale, grew jealous of awe-inspiring will of the architect being the bad guy we just tried to kill. She confined with a like-minded sibling, and together they created the most potent concoction, the Blight. Oh, nice, we get some new colorless cards in our pool. So for all of the characters and the shop and whatever. Unique debuff damage. Random attacks from your discard pile beat down. That sounds nice. That could be sick, that if you get like 3 high attack swords or spears or whatever. Or you just get some shit ass small attacks. Again, okay, yeah, that's for the whole combat, so some nice small increase in everything. Then we unlocked Beat Act 2 with the Regent to reveal this epoch. We need a hero. Deadly monsters had begun to trickle out of the Spire at an increasing pace ever since the doors have reopened. Oh yeah, the Spire was closed in between the games, I guess. Since at least the Silence story said that she came here by a small boat because she heard that the Spire has been opened again. Brave warriors, explorers, and mercenaries have been sent in, but few make progress. Even fewer make it back alive. The regent learns of this dismay and takes it upon himself to become the hero that Breon needs. I think Breon is the world, maybe. I enter. And indeed we did. And died in the end anyway. Oh, nice relic. At the start of each combat, forget 10, so it's character-specific relic, I think. No other character has weapons that has the forge, or they don't spend these stars, at least for now. For every 10 stars spent, gain 10 block. Okay, so nice block here and there. Oh, at the end of your turn, gain 1 star. That's nice. And then beat Act 3 with the Regent. Recent defeat me, the Regent of Starris, does not know defeat. The strange man at the top of this tower must be defeated by me and only me. The Regent devises a royally brilliant plan to become stronger. To immortalize this, it is etched into a nearby stone. Try harder! Yeah, that's a brilliant plan indeed. And that's what we did, and that gave us the victory. And that unlocked us some character-specific potions, I think, since we get stars. Upgraded colorless cards. Ooh, nice. But you still have to pay the cost of them. And King's Courage. Forge 15. Nice. And the Regent must keep going. His Majesty may now access Ascensions when starting a run, so we now unlock the next difficulty for him as well. But yeah, I think that run was really slow. Yeah, over 3 hours. I was expecting 2 hours, but since I have to talk or not have to, but I want to talk and explain everything and whatever and slow play it. So basically double the playtime like that. But it was nice that we managed to make it all the way to the end. And with a character that I didn't yet make it with in there or to there. Jeez, there's so much stuff to unlock still. All kind of shit. But yeah, then the next character was the defective robot guy, which I will try to complete the game with, since now everyone else is done with one run. Oh yeah, and if you play the game, you unlock this custom mode as well. It's not open at the beginning, but you can basically do some fun runs like this as well, I guess. Like start with a random deck of 30 cards, so basically anything from bullshit to overpowered bullshit, I guess. Oh, and you can actually choose these, that the different character cards will appear in rewards and shops. And normal enemies drop relics instead of cards, crazy. Oh, and some daily challenge, which I guess is just an high score time trial, whatever. With certain rules. And this, I guess that's a placeholder icon here. Nope. But yeah, since this took so long, I guess it's fine to leave it at one run this time at least. It's been almost 4 hours total, so. But yeah, this was Slay the Spire 2, Electric Boogaloo, and so on. Hope you had fun watching my bullshit and math wrongdoings. But yeah, fun game. And I intend to play it either on stream or off stream still more. And I'm excited to see what kind of plans they have to actually, like in this early access time, that how they intend to expand on the game, or I guess some balance changes and whatever might happen and shit like that. Because that's why they do the early access. They want player feedback on stuff, as they said. But yeah, with that being said, this is the end for today. And next time, something. No one knows, not even me, as usual. It might be Genshi, it might be Slay the Spire 2, or something else. You never know. But hopefully, anyway, I will see you there. Or maybe not even see, but whatever. Hopefully you will be there, even lurking, that's fine as well. I don't have to see you. But yeah, have a good night and good day and good everything as usual, and see you next time. It is goodbye.